What lies beneath the lands of Phandelver? Danger, riches, power, puppies, death. Threats that seek to overwhelm the village. And threats that seek to overwhelm the Sword Coast itself. With the threat undiscovered, an empire of evil will rise. War will plague the Sword Coast and beyond. Fate itself may rely on 4 unlikely heroes. And so, another adventure is about to take place. Cloak and Stagger presents Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk.
You know what? I'll have a little something like that going on, actually. Oh, hey, everybody! Welcome back to another.
All right,
hey guys,
somebody
get this guy. Somebody get this guy an Emmy.
Phandelver and Below.
I'm on camera.
The Shattered Obelisk.
What? We're streaming.
This is episode 5. Episode 5 we're doing now. We've done 4 of these, and we are now on the 5th, where violence has struck again in our most previous session. I believe we ended it with a scrap that was really simple, and then turned into not so simple. So I want to hear. But actually, before we get that, how are you guys doing tonight? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right?
You know the answer to that question.
I think you're doing good.
I'm doing great.
Sometimes I get tired though. I mean, someone says I'm tired. You know what I mean? Anyone tired? No, not tonight. Good.
I think he is.
Ate way too much.
I could be, but I'm waking up.
I'm good. I'm glad.
I got me some.
I got some
Wait,
assistance.
me, yeah.
Need to loosen a little bit too. So that's what I need to. I want to hear about what happened last time. So who wants to talk about it? And why is my recap music playing? It'll come on any second now, I'm sure. As I stare at Sirenscape, completely frozen.
I hear it.
I do hear it. It's so quiet. Hold on. Yeah, we're talking. All right. Who wants to give us a recap?
It's blaring on the stream.
Man, I don't remember any names.
I think he does.
I already
Oh,
done a
you're good.
recap.
I think we've all done a recap now.
It's
Yeah,
a
we
trade. I
have.
give you inspiration for it. So
Yeah, that we forget to use every single time.
I did use mine last time.
true.
All right, so we went, had some drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but first, before that, they went to the stone place, the stone emporium,
The Phandelver
mineral
mining
exchange, mine exchange.
company,
Uh,
miners company.
looked at some
They
stones
should rethink that name.
and
a little
kind of got.
Miners company.
Okay. Yeah.
And they talked to the owner of it about possibly doing a favor. And then they met us up at the Stonehill Inn.
Mm-hmm.
We had drinks.
Cool.
And we had a good time.
You had a lot, if I remember right.
I had a completely proportional amount for my body size.
I think Tonk had a lot too. I think you went and talked to some folks while you were at it.
I did Lady Gnome and a human farmer.
That's right.
Showed that Riz.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking up the
The
lack-
Riz was real.
Riz, That's right.
The very lack of riz. And then
Not
we
enough.
we decided to leave and go fuck with the Redbrands. Because we thought that would be a great idea.
It was a great idea.
And we came up with code names: Captain Tots, Libro, Solomon,
I'm
and Jackie
changing.
Daytona.
I'm
Jackie
changing
Daytona.
my name.
I wrote those
And
down too, actually.
it went from really good to like, oh my God, we're going to win this thing so easy to, oh shit, Wesley just died. And then we kind of mopped everything up. And that's kind of where we're at.
We got one tied up.
We do have one dude tied up. And we paid off the barkeep for the mess that we made.
There we go. Yep, you paid off the orc barkeep from wrecking the place a bit. You killed, I think, everyone in there but the barkeep and one other Redbrand who is unconscious. I don't remember which one it was. It may be the one that charged one of you in the doorway and like just fell on his face.
Yeah, big dummies
Yeah.
wrapped up.
Yeah, he well, not the smartest fella, it seemed, but
No, he couldn't hit it. He couldn't touch grass.
he is out like a light right
No,
now.
the only thing he did productive in the fight was grapple him.
Is that what he did? Is that the one that just held on to Wesley?
Yeah, which led to his death.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
I guess
yeah,
he,
let him be
He got like
unconscious.
prison shanked. What did you do?
Oh yeah, he did go.
Well, Wedge, you can go ahead and have inspiration for this evening. Please use it. Don't forget about it. You'll have an opportunity to use it.
It's just a little
Most likely.
sunshine.
You know what we should do? We should have something like a physical thing
Fuck yeah.
that
Kind of like
whoever
a button,
does it-
like it's that.
grab the
player's turn.
skull. Get the skull.
Use the skull.
Give me an inspirational totem.
That skull is worth one inspiration.
Just
Now
kidding.
it's ruined.
As long as it sits there, you may re-roll one dice of inspiration.
You have to roll through it.
unclean.
What, like a D20?
Yes, it's a re-roll on a check or an attack
Okay.
or a saving throw. It could be you failed some. I want to use my inspiration. You just try again.
Sweet.
All right. So let's pick up right where we left off. You folks are in an inn. It's very messy. A few chairs and tables are destroyed.
Make us feel guilty about it, Jamie.
There's 3 bodies laying around, which you see a large orc gentleman, the bartender, tending to now. Seems this isn't his first corpse disposal show. And you have an unconscious Redbrand near the doorway. And I think a few of you are pretty badly wounded.
I cough up a not insignificant amount of blood.
What would y'all like to do?
I'm gonna find the nearest chair and just kind of just sit there. If there's anything on the table next to this chair, I'll drink it.
It's like a half drink.
How
Slightly
bad
warm.
are you? I can do nothing for you.
Mortal.
Oh, damn. I'm going to make sure Wesley's okay, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, last thing I did was heal you.
Yeah, you did. Wesley is still being quiet because he wants to be the strong, silent type like his role. He's doing his little best, but he's like this. He's flexing, but he's real skinny. But he still thinks he looks tough. And
He's
you
got
could
this
see-
like the skinny muscles.
he's super like toned, but not like big.
Yeah.
So
And since he's still on the floor, I'm kind of doing that.
Shredded.
Like, the parent thing where you're like, okay, any holes that I
you
missed?
find 5 holes in Wesley. He's not good. He doesn't. look
Wait,
good.
are they the ones you were born with or no?
No, hold on. 5 extra holes.
Okay.
Tonk is, after he wrapped the big dummy out, Tonk fell asleep and just passed out on the floor because of how tired and not well he is doing.
Ooh, everyone's
So
shit.
Tonk falls to the grave. I guess Tonk falls to the ground. Looks like he may be unconscious, or maybe he just decided now's the time to sleep. But, he's laying down.
Sometimes Tonk doesn't decide when Tonk needs to go to sleep. It just happens.
Where's the dude we captured actually? What's going
The
on?
ale
there?
will do that to you.
I don't know if any of y'all tied him up or not.
I have it that we did.
Okay, so was it rope you used?
I
or-
used my hemp rope, got him tied up.
So he would be like from where if it was where you were getting shanked from. He's about 5, maybe 7 feet away from the doorway, which is I don't know if anyone ever closed the door. I think it's still just wide open, and he's just on his face, just out like a light right now with his hands and feet.
Yeah, I've
down?
got him like
Hog
hog
tied.
like,
So he's like all wrapped
He's
up
all-
together. Okay.
and I'm using him as a pillow.
Think that adrenaline is starting to wear off. Fuck.
I'm going to, since Wesley's okay, head over, close the door. And you said the barkeep is already, like, picking up the people?
He seems to be taking care of the bodies.
Can I, like, hold on, let me check them for anything? I'm looking for, like, money, of course, but paper, Like in notes, communications, anything like that?
He's dragged 2 to the wall, and he was walking towards the 3rd. And as you say that, he just rolls his eyes alongside and says, "Oh, of course, Pilfer. Go on, get it over with. Hurry up."
I'm gonna look for that stuff I just said.
Okay. So you check the bodies, and you don't find any notes or writs or any writings on them. But you do find, well, first off, their regular gear that they had. You find short swords. I think you find one-hand crossbows on each of them. And there is 5 Are you checking all the bodies?
Yeah.
5 silver in one of their pockets, a gold in another, and 7 silver in another.
How much gold?
1 gold.
Stop. 5 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not 55. And how many copper?
No copper.
Okay.
7 silver, 5 silver, 1 gold.
I'll cough up a little more blood. Better out than in, I say. And I'll call over to the bartender who's, I guess, still just moving bodies around, or
He's just kind of
kinda
standing like
stop off.
this, watching the short guy over there. Just
You you lived here long?
lived here for a good while. Why? What's it to you? You gonna talk to me about an orc not belonging?
Absolutely not. I believe everyone belongs everywhere, except for me in the grave. I don't belong there, and I think I might be headed there. Do you have a rag? Anything? I'll pay you for it.
Hold on, I'll get you one. And he goes back
If it's not too much trouble.
behind his. He seems to care less. Just look at your body. It looks like he was more. He was annoyed that you were even talking to him. But he walks around his bar and he grabs a rag, and then he comes walking back around and just tosses it towards your face, like under like.
I just let it. And just while it's still there, I'll say, what's your name?
I don't remember his name. Right now we're going with Gork.
Well,
Was it Gork?
Gork.
We never got his name.
I appreciate the rag. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Jamie, if you do a medicine check on somebody, does that actually heal them or just stabilize them?
Medicine check can determine, like, if someone was dead, it could help determine what caused it. If someone's really wounded, it could help determine if it's a poison or maybe something else.
But they won't actually
It can
gain-
stabilize people too, but it
Okay.
can't really heal people. I think there is a kit you can have, similar like carpenter's tools or thieves' tools. I think it's called a healer's kit.
Mhm.
I think that can heal someone for like 1 damage sometimes if you succeed a medicine check, but that's the only way.
Oh, okay.
I like this music.
Good old go Phandelver music. Another day.
Barkeep, do you have any need?
His name's Gork.
Gork.
The orc.
Gork.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any need for the gear that they had on them?
It's a hassle to collect all that, that blood on it and all the cleaning, so not interested.
I'm gonna take it and put it in my bag.
So you take the 3 short swords and 3 one-hand crossbows?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take a bit of the. You said it was whiskey that was on the.
Ale. Looks like half a cup of warm ale now.
Okay. Then I'll reach into my bag and grab out my flask of whiskey, and I'm gonna pour a little bit on the spot where I got stabbed. Ah, fuck! Mother. And I'll put the rag on it, and I'm just gonna kind of hold it here. I'll be here for just a little bit. Gonna take a little bit of a rest.
You passing out too? I think I'm the only one that's doing decent right now because he healed me for like a shitload. I guess I'm just gonna check on Tonks.
Tonk is currently laying on the floor. I'm assuming on your stomach with your head turned to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going up to just like kneeling down, checking for a pulse, or like what are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, just check.
You hear a soft snore.
Okay,
Yeah, you can tell he's asleep.
okay. I'm just. Yeah, if everybody else is asleep, I'm just gonna keep myself busy with I guess cleaning the short swords.
So if you guys want to, you can take a short rest. Spend about 30 minutes just kind of and just do some hit die if you have any. Is that what y'all want to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, nothing crazy is going to happen during that period of time. So if you guys want to, you can go ahead and take a short rest.
In almost like a fever dream that I'm having, I'm going to sing just this incoherent tune, and I will use that to activate my Song of Rest, which gives everybody an additional. It's either a D4 or a D6.
Is it just like is it like an annoyed casting? Like, is it nothing specific? So you're just like,
I got stabbed, and so did Wesley. We got stabbed a lot, and now I have whiskey. And I'll just kind of repeat different variations of that for the
Okay.
next, 15 minutes.
Was that extra D4?
Extra D6 on top of your...
whatever they roll?
Yeah.
Is it for each hit die?
No, just one.
Okay.
So you can just go ahead and roll a D6, and then
We got 5.
then your hit die.
There's no holes on Wesley's body anymore.
Tonk pops right up.
Got that young 6, bro.
Barkeep. 2 ales.
All right, you got money on you. You took it from them, right?
Yeah, we're good.
All spins the same.
He turns
Flynn,
and starts getting
you
some
want-
ales.
Around 2? Or are you good?
I grab the warm ale that's here. I'm all set.
All right. How much is that? I'll go ahead and take care of the bill.
Oh, for the ales?
Yeah.
Oh, 5 silver each. And he takes these 2 mugs of ale and sets them on the counter and just yells out, "Order up!"
Didn't realize I gotta.
No, I got him since I'm over there paying for it. I'm just like, hand them over to you.
As you went to grab those ales too, Wedge, Gork actually says to you, "Hope you got another plan after doing that. You know, the rest find you, they're gonna try to kill you.
How many more are there?
They're all over the town. 20, 30, 40, I don't know.
Where's their leader Glassstaff stay?
I don't know.
But they hang out here a lot, right?
A few of them come in here, they talk, never about where they come from.
How often do they come in and out of town?
This is an interrogation, all these questions."
I see he's taking too long to bring me my ales, so I'm gonna go around and just reach over him and grab them and walk back.
You kept one alive, didn't you? Go pester him.
I was just wondering how you run your business.
I run it with coin. They come in, they give me coin, I give them ale. Just like you just did.
Fair enough.
Why are you bothering Gork?
I'm not sure.
Are you bothering Gork?
I'm gonna go over to the guy that's.
I'm gonna look at Gork and smile and just be like, I'm sorry.
He just looks at you and just goes back to
I'll mirror.
his unimportant task of just wiping random things sometimes.
just the stereotypical bartender cleaning the same glass. Yeah, I'll now that I'm kind of patched up, I'll join them on the other side of the room where they are.
Okay. You got 2 ales at your table right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, are you
One's
with...
empty.
I'm just
One's
following.
empty. He's drained it? Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That's how he rolls.
No, Tonk likes it.
Yeah. Wesley, are you with Wedge or are you with them as well?
I'm following Wedge wherever he goes.
Okay. So y'all regrouped hanging out at a table with no more bodies in the room. They've all been taken to the side now by Gork. What he does next, we'll just say he's taking them one by one to a back room. And you have one unconscious man still on the floor, hogtied.
You're not still on the guy because you just got your stuff.
he's...
I'm guessing you had him face down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push him off to the side, start smacking him, try to wake him up.
Okay, he's on the ground. You just smacking him repeatedly, and he just
Keep doing it. Do it again. I want to hit him
Which way you
harder. Harder.
I'll walk over there and just pour a little ale on him, just a little bit because I'm not gonna. Tonk's not gonna waste it. So just.
Yeah, and it just lands on. Just
I'm gonna check him for a pulse.
Is he dead?
Is he still alive?
he does have a pulse. Do you have any way to maybe give him 1 HP?
Oh.
I spent all my stuff. Wait, we just took a short rest. He rolled hit dice. I'll roll for him. He's got 4.
Okay, all right, fine. You slap him around. You slap him around. What? Oh.
Are you okay?
I can't move my arms and legs.
It's because we got you hogtied. Are you
Lieutenant
okay?
Dan.
No, I think I'm
And I
bleeding.
smack him again harder.
You hit him. So you hit him again. Oh, what?
Yeah.
What was that for?
Because you held Wesley down.
Oh, who's the Wesley?
The boy.
Oh yeah, we tried to stab him.
And I smack him again harder.
Oh, you keep hitting me. Fuck off.
You can't stop me. I do it again.
I'm gonna come up and I'll just say, and try to like move you out of the way. Apologies for my dear friend Libro. He can be quite violent sometimes. Here, let me go to. Like, I'm gonna point to you two. Can you get a hold of him? Like, hold him back. Hold him back.
I'm doing that. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Now, look here, friend. What's your name?
Oh, we can have a better conversation if I had at least, on my feet or my hands free.
If I do that, and I'll kind of lean to the side so he's in his field of view again.
Is anybody holding me right now?
I've got like holding just like the back of your shirt.
And I am like just like trying to skate toward him. Like I'm not trying to get grip, but I'm like just my legs are going. Like I'm gonna get you. Fucking kill you.
Now, I would love to just untie you and set you free, but if I do that, then that, I gesture over to him, he's going to come for me and try to give me the ones and twos, if you know what I'm saying. And look, at the same time, if he had his way, you'd be wearing a cement overcoat in no time, down at the bottom of the Phandelver River, if that's a thing. So, we should just continue speaking as is, and let's see where we can get from here. So again, what is your fucking name?
It's Blake. All right, I'm Blake.
Fucking name is Blake. All right.
Not much of a name for a bandit.
Hey, is it your real name?
I'm new here. Come on, cut me a little slack, literally.
I'll look back. How tight does it really look?
Don't.
Pretty tight. Tonk can do some knots.
I'll turn to you, Wesley.
Or Wedge. Yes,
Or,
Wedge.
I'm sorry, Wedge. All you W's over here. I'll turn to Libro, actually. Libro, maybe if we loosen him just a bit, we can have a better conversation.
All right. So I agree with that. I was like, but if he starts to move, or he's like, if he tries to get away, I make static electricity, like, kind of go run down my coat and into my hands. I'm like, I got him.
I told you, he's as mad as a wax banana. You can't... All right, I'm going to loosen you up, all right? But don't try anything.
I ain't trying nothing. I know what happens when you try something. When you're tied down, you get 4 people above you.
Clearly, and I'll sort of step over one of the corpses that has not yet been moved, like purposefully to like walk around. And I'll go, I'm going to leave his feet tied, but I'll loosen his hand bindings.
So are you freeing his hand bindings or just loosening them?
Loosen.
So he could just... Or
If he wanted to.
Okay.
It's a sign of good faith.
And then I asked Captain, like, Captain, I'm good. Let me go.
As soon as you loosen him, and do you loosen him and step back?
Yeah.
Okay, he takes his hands and goes, that was tight. Unnecessarily tight. I wasn't going nowhere anyhow.
Well, you also
He just lays prone like this.
you also stabbed our friend here, our sweet summer boy, about what? 37 times at least.
Wesley stays quiet. He's just going like this.
Now, in my defense, all I did was hold the lad.
Don't give me the I was just following orders bullshit.
Are
I've
there
heard that
any
too many
oil
times.
lamps in this place? Or are they all candles?
Yeah, there's kind of, I mean, dangling from the ceiling here and there, a couple along the wall. Yeah.
Can I go grab one? I'll get Wesley to help me get it off the wall.
Yeah, you walk up to an oil lamp and you start kind of twisting it and trying to undo it, and you hear a voice. Oi, what the hell are you doing?
Toss him a silver.
Cause you just shit on my shop so you could just, with money that's just gonna take care of it, huh?
You said you did it for the coin.
I gotta pay for repairs. I gotta get someone to fix it. Well, I got to do it.
Not breaking it. I give him another one. Silver.
It's the last time, you little bastard. Money ain't paying for the next one.
Give him another silver.
You grab an oil lamp from the wall.
All right. I'm gonna blow it out and just walk back over to where everybody else is sitting.
Now, look, we just came in here for a fine couple of ales, and we were swiftly interrogated. There's no sign out front saying, if you're not wearing a stupid fucking bandana, you can't come in here. So, who are we to know? We're not from here. So, Blake, we've got a few important questions, and based on the answers that we get, we'll determine whether or not you leave here with the blood still in your body.
All right, well, I like my blood, and, you know, this ain't worth dying over, so I'll answer what I can if you keep your word of maybe letting me go.
I've got no problem with that so long as you don't try to fuck us later.
No, I don't plan to fuck anyone right now.
Good. All right,
What was that one got a...
Wesley. And Wedge. Damn it. You care to carry on your line of questioning with our friend Blake here?
Yes. So I'm gonna walk back up to him, and I have an oil lamp in my hand that I blew out, and I'm gonna ask him, where's the rest of your people? Where's your camp at? Where's your hideout?
Well, up at the manor. The Tricinder Manor. Up on the hill. It's not far from here. It's actually why we frequent this place. This is right down the road. I have no entrance. I'll show you the god's damn thing if you let me go.
All right. How many more are there?
I wish I could be honest about that, boss, but...
And then I start sprinkling oil on him. I was like, honesty is a good thing.
What the hell? No, I told you to keep this damn gnome away from me. This thing's crazy.
Hey. How many?
Oh, if you're going to kill me anyhow, I ain't telling you shite.
You tell me you won't get burned.
If I tell you, they're gonna try to kill me, and you're already threatening to kill me by putting oil on me.
So you tell me you die, you don't tell me you die sooner.
He just looks up at you. Flint.
I'll get back up. All right, Wedge, Libro.
I'm like sprinkling more
Yeah.
oil on him.
And it's like getting on me. I'm like, fuck. All right. Blake, you gotta be 100 with us.
I'm just
Yeah.
walking like back and forth on either side of Flynn, like behind him, like lighting my lighter, and then like, making it make it click, flame, putting it out.
Because
Back
once
and
he
forth.
has his sights set on murder, there's no changing his mind. All right?
I'll tell you what you want to know, but that one can't come close to me again. Not again. He doused me with fucking oil. A light and I'm gone.
I sprinkled him with some. I didn't douse him. He has a little bit of oil on him.
so you didn't douse him?
Let's
No.
not embellish things, Blake.
I
All right,
literally
it's
did,
a
like,
few drops.
A Catholic, like,
Like you were
smatter.
blessing him with
Yeah.
flammable oil. All right.
Yeah.
I've seen cats with less reaction to water. All right, it's gonna be fine. But still, don't piss him off. Tell him what he wants to know. Look, I'm in your corner. There's nothing I can do about Libro over here. He's fucking crazy. Now, can we be cool?
We're cool.
All right, put
Can I
the
light a cigar?
put it
Oh,
out.
he's doing it again.
All right, you know what? What I feel like we need here is an impartial third party. Tater.
Kind of finishing my other ale.
Yeah. You must have some questions for our friend Blake here.
No, I mean, he doesn't answer. We all know what's gonna happen, Blake. You tell us, or you die.
Right. And you believe us. I think he has that.
Mm.
What questions do you have for Blake?
Why they call Glassstaff Glassstaff? To be honest, like, that's kind of a shit name.
Well, I know that one is he's got a staff with a glass tip.
What? Why would you want to staff with?
And why would you make your whole identity about it?
There's something magical about it, that's all I know.
So, we go up to this manor. How many can we roughly expect? Ballpark number.
Maybe 18.
Mm.
Maybe less.
Okay.
No, you killed 3. Maybe 15.
Mm. Okay.
Oh,
Now-
and I won't be there. Maybe 4. Between
Oh, yeah.
14 to 20.
You definitely, when you leave here, you will go the opposite way of the manor. Because if we catch you at that manor,
You're all going there. I ain't going there.
I didn't say we were going there. Don't be putting words in my mouth saying I'm going to the manor. Don't be telling people we going to the manor.
Are you with the Zentarum?
You tell me.
Oh, never mind then. What else do you want to know?
No, now I want to know. Let's circle back to this. Who do you think I is?
Well, you came in here because everyone knows not to come here. Even newcomers are warned not to come here, but you come here and fight breaks out because it's our territory, and then you whip our arses, and now you're demanding information. It just seems like you work for someone, and we know the Zentarum has some connection here, so I assume them?
You just picked the wrong day to mess with our tight fucking crew, is what happened.
Well, what's your crew's name then?
We're working on it. Currently it's Captain Todd and the crew. But don't worry about it. We're working on it.
Like pirates?
Oh yeah, I mean when I came in, I said my ship, and that's the whole thing I was going with. And
We're Tonks Tots.
All right. I haven't heard. Okay. What else do you need to know so I can get going?
Ask him what the best way to get into the manor is.
Yeah.
Can you draw a map?
Is there like a secret entrance? Maybe we should know about this manor.
Not that I know of. There's just it's like a decrepit manor, but on the sides it's like a basement door, like a basement entrance, but it's a whole thing down there. It's like a whole dungeon. And that's where we've set up.
Now, Blake, if we see you again, we're gonna kill you.
I hope not, but you won't see me again. Ideally, I won't see you.
We find out you fucked us, we're gonna kill you.
But I don't want
No.
Fucking. I don't want to fuck anyone. I told him to.
If you fuck us, we fuck you.
I don't want that. So, all right. I got your word. I've given you some good stuff here. I'll even do one more for good measure. If this is it, you let me go.
We need to have a crew discussion.
Well, hold on. Do you have any questions for him before we wrap this whole thing up?
Is it cool if I talk?
Yes, it's encouraged, actually.
Okay. Mr. Blake, why do you guys wear red?
Well, when I joined up, they were called the Redbrands, and they like to identify with red clothing of sorts, masks, bandanas.
No, don't talk to him like he's stupid.
Sorry.
Maybe we should don ourselves in an opposing color, so that way we would know. We won't get confused in any kind of scuffles between the Redbrands and us. What color could we wear?
Also,
the
Mr.
blue brands?
Glassstaff. What?
Mr. Glass.
Oh, no, shit, sorry. Also, Mr. Blake, does Glassstaff always have the Glassstaff with him?
Well, he's one of those magical folks, so yeah, without it, he's not as magical.
Okay.
I got another question for you.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Why did you join the Redbrands?
Money.
You did it for the money?
Yeah, you follow orders, you get a cut of the loot. It thought it'd be easy money, and then, things like you show up, and suddenly it was the worst decision of my life. So, money?
Got an idea. If Blake is willing to make more money and walk away with his life.
I don't want to be a part of this. I just want to go. What do you, especially with you dark bastard, what do you have?
Well, 15 on 4 is a lot. We have a cave.
What's a 15 on 4?
You said there was 15-ish other people.
Oh, our numbers. I thought you were doing some calculations for gold or something. You're making an offer.
Not yet. But if we get them to the cave and hit them with that trap, it might thin their numbers out.
But they're not all at the front damn door. They're spread out through the whole complex.
Right, we could go in under the cover of night and one at a time.
Oh, that's devious. Maybe you're the bandits.
Maybe we are.
Tots and crew.
Tonks tots.
Tonks tots.
TM.
Trademarked, understood.
Now,
But if we
Blake,
get him to go to the cave, they're coming to us.
Oh, no, I don't, please, I've given you information. I don't want, if I don't want to be a part of that, if that's all right, if that's pleasant with you all.
last question, I promise. Then we're going to let you go, and we're never going to see your face again.
Nope.
All right. If you being a new recruit, were there any recruiting, like onboarding ceremonies that you had to be a part of? Any
Yeah.
initiations?
There was. You have to get the shit beat out of you.
Well, we already looked the part.
No, they do it on the spot, and if they think you're tough enough, then they let you in, and they make you do all sorts of swears and whatnot, and it's not a good time.
All right. And then on that, and on the topic of beating the shit out of people, of your friends' corpses here, which one of them would have been like the highest ranking among them, and what was his name?
But none of them. We're all about the same. Every now and then they want people nearby the town just to remind folks, hey, we're here. Watch yourself. But I mean, friends, that's a bit much. They're more like workmates.
All right. Well, I'll
Hey, you can have mine. You want mine? Mine. I got a scarf. You can have. It's all yours.
fair enough.
And he starts undoing this scarf and hood he was wearing, and just takes them off. Just lobs them. He's still laying prone. Just lobs them in front of himself.
I'll pick it up, take it, put it in my pocket of my coat, and I'll go around, pull out my knife, and go down to his legs where they're tied up, and I'll give him one last good
Wait, Mr. Flynn.
look.
Are we really gonna let him go? I thought we were tricking him.
What?
Regardless,
I will say that in front of him.
I am a man of my word. We told him
But-
we would let him go.
Mr. Flynn, I kind of wanted to be the one to kill him.
Oh.
I'll lean over and cut his bindings and say,
Solomon.
"You really should get the fuck
Wait,
out
Mr.
of here
Flynn.
now."
Thank you. All right. Good luck, lads. We'll see me again. Whatever you're doing. Hope you do well. All right. And he starts immediately power walking towards the door unless someone's doing something, including you. You can do something right now if you want to, Wesley.
I'll turn to Wesley and say, "Have you ever heard of the phrase paying it forward?"
No, Mr. Flynn.
All right. So essentially, it means you do good, and good will come back to you. Almost like karma.
But wouldn't I be doing good to rid the world of him?
It certainly depends on the lens that you look through, I suppose. But
But he stabbed. He
would
got stabbed.
would also breaking a promise not be also considered a bad thing?
But sometimes you have to break promises to bad guys.
Wesley, my boy, there's few things in life that are as valuable as your word. So if you make a deal, even with a piece of shit, you gotta honor your word. Now, if they go back on it,
That's on them.
it's on them.
But I think we sent a pretty clear message as I just gesture to the viscera laying around.
I don't know, Mr. Flynn. I just don't trust him. He might warn them.
He might. But, you know, sometimes those are the risks that we take.
Okay.
He could surely teach you about risk reward.
Yeah.
Return on investment. Who knows? We might run into that guy 6 months from now. We're in a dire situation. Well, all of a sudden he remembers that we let him go, and maybe he lends us a hand.
Blake shows up with a healing potion.
Yeah,
Just see
we made a
Blake come
possible
over the
investment on a healing potion at some random time in the future.
Remember me? I was that asshole.
It's like at the end of Tropic
Not an asshole
Thunder.
anymore.
At the end of Tropic Thunder when Matthew McConaughey runs in with the fucking TiVo and throws it in front of the rocket. Okay. Saves the day. Okay.
Well, if you guys say so.
It was the right thing to do, but only because it was a promise that we made. We don't want to be the group that is known for going back on their words.
Well, maybe we'll change our promise like we did for the goblins.
No, the goblins broke their word.
They did.
He did.
They're
And if-
freeing us from our word as well.
And
Well,
if Blake breaks his, we
Can
didn't
I-
tell him.
Okay, so I'll be the one if he does.
Absolutely.
If he breaks it, I will give you full reign to do whatever it is you want to do to him.
My input would be
That
cutting
might
his
have been a
face off.
mistake.
cutting his face off and make him face his mistakes. Quite literally.
Okay. Like that.
All right, so Gork, are we good?
He's paid up. I'll take care of the damages and this.
I bring him back the rest of his oil lamp and just kind of put it on the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And tip my hat to him.
All right. Next time you come back, please don't kill off all my customers.
They started. It's, you know what?
On the bright side, now you have more room for more customers.
You won't have to worry about us.
Right. Well, off with you.
All right.
Sorry for the trouble we've caused, Mr. Gork. And Wesley turns and leaves.
As we leave, I'll reach down and take the bandanas off of each one.
So the bodies by now would be in a back room of the bar with the door shut right now.
All right,
But you can
never
go
mind.
back there.
No, I'm not. I don't want to piss off Gord.
Okay.
I'm sure we can
We can find more.
get material. Because we have one bandana, right?
Yes.
Or a scarf? Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of walk outside and regroup.
Yeah, it's pretty late in the evening now. By this time?
Yeah, I'd say sun's about gone at this point.
Do we go enjoy those rooms that we already paid for?
Yes, I think we could all use a good
Ale.
night's sleep.
Oh, yes, sleep.
I could go for some ale again,
I think you're good for the night.
but I would be extra good, be able to sleep really well.
You are correct. Let's go get some ale. and
All
go to
right,
bed.
let's go.
All right. You guys head outside the tavern and make your way back to the Good Inn, which I think was called. That's not the Sleeping Giant.
Stonehill.
It's
Stonehill.
Stonehill Inn. And there was a white board on the table. Where is that?
It's closer to you.
It's closer to me?
flipped over.
Oh, you already got it. Nice.
It's been there the entire time.
Well, I can't see over my thing. So you guys head outside. Let's go ahead and update the graphic behind me with that, so everybody
Definitely
can
need
see
a
where you
lot.
guys are.
Graphics.
You head through the town center because the path you're on, when you walk outside, just looking left outside the tavern, you can see where the path winds up a hill. You can see the manor from here, no issue. Up on a hill right now. You can only assume that's the only manor you've seen so far that's decrepit probably the location that Blake just mentioned to you. Who is also nowhere in sight right now, by the way.
It's the description.
You turn right and head down the road. You pass by, not many people frequent the road right here. But as you make it more close to the town center, you can...
this on the map?
Yeah.
Ping.
You guys were right here. That go
Okay.
through?
Yeah.
And you make it to about right here. You see again the town center is pretty active still, even though it's still late in the evening. The shrine in front of you is still in place. No one's visiting it right now. But you turn right and go inside the Stone Hill Inn, which is still just as lively as when you first walked in. A lot of folks around here, all different types. A few people you've already seen, a few people you haven't seen. Drinks being served, thrown around. Just a very, very active environment. What would you like to do?
I'd like to yell out for Elsa. Hey, yo, Elsa!
You yell out for the barmaid that served you once before. She's at another table right now, and she looks over and sees you and says, "Oh, it's you again! Yes?"
Yeah, two more ale, and then one for the little one. We just killed some Redbrand! And I say very loudly.
Everything in the tavern goes kind of quiet for a moment, and everyone looks at you. And there are a lot of expressions of worry on people's faces after you say that. And then the silence is only broken when Elsa says, coming right up. Just grab a table.
Oh, I'm gonna take these to bed.
All right. And the tavern volume from lively has gone down to like murmurs instead.
Maybe we keep our exploits a little close to the chest.
I
What
thought
did you say?
I thought they would like it. I thought we would become the heroes.
Mr. Stone Dog?
Well, you just said we killed some, not all.
Well, we're gonna take care of the rest, but I guess you're right. They don't know that quite yet.
Mr. Stone
Empire
Dog,
could strike back.
Yes, sweet boy.
they might be afraid to be caught in the crossfire if they come to attack us.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hindsight 2020.
That's okay, Mr. Stone
Honestly,
Dog.
thought we'd just give some free ale. that was the purpose.
That makes sense, actually.
I was trying to get a freebie.
I was trying to get some free ale. I just thought that it would work. I didn't realize that it would actually scare a bunch of people.
So Elsa, before serving anyone else, hastily brings you the 2 ales and says,
3.
"Oh, yes, for 3. Okay, she brought 3 ales then." And says, "Here you go. On the house, we'll just take the cups up with you and have a good
I
rest."
raise my glass. I'm like, score!
Yes.
Just for, I understand how that may have sounded. It's not what you think it is. We have been around drinking. He has this little drink that he's named after himself. He calls it a Redbrand. And he just absolutely downed 3 of them. He absolutely killed them. He's drunk as fuck. So,
I'd be careful about that, even taunting their name. You may end up running into a couple.
we'll do better. But, sorry everyone. It's not what it sounded like.
Everyone kind of like, you just get like kind of side glances every now and again, but everyone just kind of goes back to their business.
Are they still free?
Then she also already walked away.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, she said on the house.
I'll like try to go find the room.
Yeah, 2 rooms.
There were, I think y'all had, was it 2 rooms?
2 rooms.
Yeah, and they were upstairs. It was the first 2 rooms on the right that you were told before. I think they gave the key to Flynn. Was that right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you guys head upstairs and you find 2 rooms. Both have 2 beds.
By the time we've made it up the stairs, both the ales are gone.
Did you drain both of them while going upstairs?
He killed
So
them.
they're gone.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw. That's too quick. It's too quick. We got to see if Tonk can really hold it.
Gonna go to sleep.
16.
Ooh.
They were delicious, and you feel fantastic for drinking them.
And I'll just kind of like set them on the floor at the top of the stairs.
I was just outside the door. Room service will come get it.
Yeah.
And then I'll walk in and just walk to the bed.
All right, Tonk gets up a bed and just passes out. The rooms look fairly well kept too. Looks like they keep this place pretty clean. So everything was nice and made and organized when you guys go into your rooms.
I'm laying on top of the maid bed.
Just on top of the covers.
I
and
didn't
everything,
even-
just out.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a window in our room?
Both rooms have a window.
I would like to just peek out the window.
Did we all separate already?
I'll still be like kind of in the doorway, like walking in.
Yeah.
About to walk in.
I'm gonna go ahead and enter our room and open the window as well.
Wait, Mr. Flynn, Mr. Ravenden.
Yep.
Now that we told everyone that we killed the Redbrands, they might know where we are now. So maybe it'd be best if we kept watch.
Yes, or maybe set up some sort of, I don't know, some sort of alarm or something that would wake us up. Anybody do anything? Rig up something?
I was trying to think if I could do that.
Yeah, I can. If you give me an hour, I can use my Tinkerer's ability and come up with like a clockwork, 2 clockwork things, and put on our doors. Not magical tinkering. This is straight up like mechanical.
Oh,
What
how
do
do you
they
see?
do?
How do you see that?
It's something I do as a gnome.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I can make clockwork devices.
How long do they last?
They last until I take them apart.
How many can you make at once?
I can make up to 3. I have one already, which is my lighter thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for 10 gold, I can make 2 more.
So you're gonna spend 10 gold of materials to craft 2 devices that do what?
They can be pressure plates. They can be like part of the doorknob, like on the inside. So if somebody tries to open the doorknob, they make an alarm sound.
What kind of sound? Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So we'll terrify the whole inn. Got it. With the banshee howl. So you can spend maybe a
was good.
small amount of time to craft up 2 of those and just hang them on your doorknobs.
All right. So I gotta spend 20 gold as well. Sorry about that.
That was great.
That's a good noise. Now that's what everyone's gonna hear as soon as that doorknob gets turned.
I hope you can repeat it.
So yeah, I spend the first hour. I got all my little toolkits out. Is there like a desk in the rooms or anything?
Yeah, there's a little end table. There's a bed.
I got
A little flower in
take
a
out
pot.
all my stuff and wire those up. And I knock on y'all's room to give you yours, but I also ask you for your armor.
My armor. Let's see. I'll get in my jams. Don't. Oh, yeah. So I'll have my leather armor.
I'm like,
you doff your leathers.
I doff every last bit of it.
I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can't do something for you, and I'll give it back to you in the morning.
All right. I trust you, and I'll go back into the room, grab my armor out of the. I would have put it on. If like there's a little chest or something, I would have put it in there. I'll hand it over to you.
Cool. And then I show him how to use the device.
Don't draw any dicks on it.
I wasn't, but now. No. So I take it and go back to our room.
That's a magnificent dick you
If
draw.
you do draw one, it better be fucking great.
So I take it back to our room and
Wow, lifelike.
Okay.
shut our door and hook up our alarm to the door.
All right.
Yeah, I arm our alarm as well.
You hang it on your doorknob. However he made it, that horrifying sound.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
If you have had the pleasure of hearing the gnomish mating call.
It's what gets them going.
Very arousing, Mr. Ravenden.
Thank you. So now that I'm in the room, I take my jacket, my hat off, hang them up.
Okay, we don't need to take turns if we got that alarm thing then.
I do, before I lay down, I want to go and just look out the window and, like, what can I see from my window?
Looking at your window, from where you're in your room, you seem to be facing out towards Barthen's Provisions, aimed at the northeast towards of the town.
Okay. And I can, there's people still kind of milling about.
Yeah, a little bit. It's sun just went down, and taverns are real rowdy in the evening. You guys are settling early, technically.
Oh shit, what time is it?
It's maybe about 8:30.
Yeah.
That sounds like
So
bedtime to me.
good night's sleep.
We've had a long day.
Can I look and see if there's anybody, at least from my field of view, that would be like staring at the inn or trying to look up at the windows or like scoping anything out?
Make a perception check. See if you see the hooded man with his hands in his pockets,
Yeah.
just looking up at the windows.
What are you buying?
What do you say?
What's up, free man?
12?
So just looking out your window, you're being cautious. You understand you've put yourself in a bit of a potentially dangerous situation, so you survey to see if anyone's on the lookout for your whereabouts right now. But looking out your window, you don't see anything nefarious or anything staring up at you right now or trying to track something.
All right. I'm satisfied. I will lie down.
All right.
I'm going to. What are you doing in the room?
I'm just sitting on the bed.
Say it's dark. Here you go. Nighttime.
Wesley, do you
Yeah,
mind
hit
if
it a
I
few
look at your
times.
crossbow?
Sure thing, Mr. Ravenden.
And you mind if I clean it up while you sleep?
Sure.
Cool. So I'm gonna take his crossbow and take it over to the desk because I still have his dagger from the fight. I'm gonna make sure it's all clean, set off to the side.
Mhm.
And
Do you mind if I watch you, Mr. Ravenden?
yeah. And I'm just going through the motion, and I want to show you, since you're awake still, Mead put the infusion on his armor, and I just kind of sew in. No, I would take some thread, get a bowl out, and take my pen that I've had, unscrew it, and dump the ink into the bowl, and run the thread through the ink, and then start to stitch a fulcrum symbol into his armor.
Okay.
Oh, are you trying to add an infusion to my armor?
No, not yours, his.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Because I have his. And that just, until you get bored, I'm kind of like taking an extreme amount of time to do this.
Oh, Wesley's watching. He's gonna watch.
And I was like, are you tired yet?
Not at all, Mr. Ravenden.
You can go to sleep. You've had a long day.
Do you not want me here? I'll
No,
go
no,
to sleep.
You should go to sleep. Yeah, take a rest, boy.
Okay, Mr. Ravenden. Wesley nods off then. He's gonna go to bed.
How long does it take you to do that, Wedge?
The armor, about an hour.
Okay, and you're doing upkeep on the rest of the items and whatnot through mending and whatnot?
Through, not mending, just, I have sharpening stones. I have
Oh, you're using actual tools.
I'm using actual tool sets, no magic.
Okay.
But when I notice he's asleep, I take off my vest and my shirt.
What are you gonna do?
No.
Sweet summer boys. Sleeping.
And now that my vial's empty, I have like a bandage over here,
Yeah.
and I pull it down, and you'll see a little like ring over there.
Yeah.
And I take my vial that was in the pen, and I put it in there, and it slowly draws out some blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I cover that up, and I add ink to it, put it back into the pen,
You reload your magic fluids.
and
essentially.
then I start writing more of those symbols, the fulcrum symbols, on the pieces of paper that I've been using all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have a bit of the ink and blood mixture in that bowl. I dip my cigar in it, and I take a huge puff off of it and blow it on his crossbow. And I cast like a modified version of the identify spell, and the smoke kind of covers it, and it starts to shimmer, and then you'll start to see like a serial number come out on the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of sigh, and I'm like, well, now I know why you're here.
So you reveal what was on Wesley's crossbow, so you know where it came from now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I bring the crossbow back to his side, and I take his dagger, and I
Take all the stuff.
what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm putting it by him. He's
Yeah.
he's asleep.
Okay, yeah.
And then I take his dagger and kind of whisper to him. I was like, I wish we'd have found out differently, or met under different circumstances. And I stab his dagger into, I guess there's a side nightstand.
Yeah.
And I use my magic tinker to make it shine light, and put a little bag over it with holes in it, so it looks like stars are on the ceiling.
Maybe a little lantern.
Yeah.
Are you you're just trying to make me sleep harder?
Yeah, just
Okay.
so you feel like you're sleeping
A
outdoors.
peaceful nightlight.
He's trying to really woo you.
Yeah. Because you've told us about where you slept, and there's no windows or whatever, so
Yeah.
windows open for you.
Aw.
And now it feels like you're sleeping in the night sky.
That's nice. But
And-
Wesley won't know he's dead asleep.
Yeah, he's,
That's what I was thinking.
he's completely asleep.
Okay, did you metagame? Did you infuse my crossbow?
No,
Okay, cool.
I did not infuse it. I wanted to find something out.
All right. Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch.
And then I go to sleep.
Okay. All of you are now laying down, sleeping throughout the night, and nothing happens. Nothing comes and gets you. You're able to get a full rest. So go ahead and add a long rest. Get all your spells, all your abilities, recharge all your stuff that can be recharged. As the sun peeks over the horizon and pokes its head into your rooms through the windows.
The fuck?
Wedge, like, has damn cyberware.
Wedge has some stuff going on. I'm sure that'll come up eventually.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
No one knows.
The sunlight peeking in the room is enough to wake up most of you, unless you're intentionally a heavy sleeper. So you would all be waking up by now.
Cool. I'll wake up and kind of, I don't know, go through my regular morning routine, and I'll go straight to the window and look outside and just, again, making sure nobody's creeping out there.
Okay, I just use your earlier check then. No, nothing in there.
I look over to Tonk, and I'm assuming you're...
I'm starting to stir, but you notice that I'm cuddling that marble piece that I have. I just kind of, and I see you're awake. Morning, Flynn.
Did you have a good night's sleep?
Oh, nice. Oh, nice long rest.
How's your head?
It's all right.
Feeling good to go for the day?
Yeah, I could use some morning ale.
You know what? I can't argue with that. And I'll go over to my little chest at the end of the bed and open it up, and I'll grab my little flask of whiskey and just take a little.
Oh yeah. What the hell, yeah.
All
That's...
right.
And then I'll just kind of go to the door and be like, "Oh, what's this?" And I'll open the door.
I would have been like, wait, no, oh shit!
Mr. Raventon, intruders.
Does it just keep going? Like, how do we stop
You
it?
hear shouting from downstairs as you hear, "What's that? What's going on?"
I get my hammer and just start smashing.
Hopefully we grab our shit
Yeah,
and just kinda
we're just
head
armed
out.
and we're going out there.
Does it turn back into gold pieces, hopefully?
No, just pieces. I can reuse them.
You shatter it quickly, Tonk. It's not durable, so it's in pieces on the ground. And a dwarf lady is
Starts
rushing
making-
up the stairs looking with a panicked face. And you're eye to eye with Elsa now.
Oh, what the hell did you put on our door?
Oh, I didn't put nothing! What was that you?
Oh, I opened the door and something starts screaming at me.
I don't know!
I am so frazzled. Can you get me 2 ale? I'll be down in a minute to drink it. I am so frazzled right now.
Everything's alright then.
I guess so. I got a bunch of pieces on the ground and I smashed whatever you put on the door. I'm sorry. It scared
God.
me.
It's alright, Jesus. Oh, God, it's okay. Alright. 2 ales downstairs. Oh,
We
and
are a
then
menace.
when you get down there, the town master wants to meet with you as well. He's been waiting for about an hour now.
The who?
The town
what?
master, Harp, just you'll see him, notable man at the table.
Oh, just put my ale next to him. I'll know it's mine.
She heads downstairs.
I'll walk over to their room. I'm assuming, are y'all like standing in the doorway?
Yeah, we're in the doorway.
Yeah.
I suppose we should have asked how you turn these fuckers off.
Good point. You just put the pin back in.
I didn't even know there was a pin to begin with, but also, he was asleep before we even put the locks on, so...
Good point.
Either way,
Were the pieces?
sorry about that.
I go gather up the pieces. I'm like, it's okay. Put them in
So
pocket.
that was you?
Yeah, in case anybody snuck in our rooms.
Oh, I just blamed Elsa for that.
It's fine.
We'll
It's her
give her a
fault.
good tip.
Yeah.
Mr. Stone Dog, I thought you were tricking her.
No, I didn't know what that was.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was asleep.
I'm
in
like-
the video.
Flynn, I got your armor. And I run back in the room, and I come out with the armor in one hand and a photo, like a picture in the other.
I'm fully expecting to see a dick somewhere.
No dicks. So I give you the armor. It's a +1 defense.
Ooh.
Let me know when that +1 comes into play, and I'll tell you what happens. And then I have a picture that I want you to autograph for me. It's got you. It's like a comic book strip, and it's like you playing a guitar or your lute. You hitting somebody with your lute, and just a bunch of you playing the lute in combat scenarios. And then there's the final one. You're like standing on a chair, your leg cocked up, and just in the bar. I'm like, can I get your autograph right here? And I give it to you.
This is
I want it for my collection.
fantastic. Like how good is like the artwork?
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty. I do calligraphy in my spare
This
times.
is more than fucking calligraphy.
I was like, I just kind of like, you've been really good at, and I just wanted to commemorate it with a drawing of sorts.
So this is for. You're not going to turn around and sell this.
No, I'm gonna frame it when I get home and hang it up
Well,
to kind of keep track of everything that we've done.
Wedge, I'm flattered. All
I
right.
hand you my pen. Thing.
I take the pen.
Just right at the
Is it
bottom.
just a regular pen? Is it just like?
It looks like a fountain pen that just has a big black vial, or a vial on the back with
Like
black
a
liquid in
fulcrum
it.
symbol on it.
Yeah. And I just
Wow,
let
Mr.
out
Flynn,
the
you must give autographs
biggest,
a lot.
the biggest like relief sigh, just like, and I run back in the room and the picture goes away and it says receipt for 1 bedroll, and I roll it up and stash it.
You
I'm
see
like,
Wedge
"Oh!"
take off excitedly after you saw it.
Without knowing that though, I'll kind of turn and say, I hope I just didn't sign away my fucking soul. I need to be more careful.
And I'm so happy.
I will take the leather armor back into the room and I'll don the armor. What is it? Do I notice anything different on it?
It might tingle a little bit when you first put it on. It's kind of like shocks you. But
Visually, it's the same.
you have like right here is just a fulcrum symbol, and that's it. As far as any kind of modifications.
Well, I suppose I can live with that.
Mr. Ravenden, what did you do with my crossbow?
I just cleaned it up. Just
Okay.
polished it up. And here's your dagger back.
Oh, I saw what you did with it. It was really nice.
Oh,
Like a
anytime.
leather armor +1.
I gotta make sure my infusion is.
Okay, while y'all are getting all together, Punk's gonna go down and find his ale. When you start,
You head downstairs and you see it down. It's not very. There's no crowd in here right now. There's very few people in here. It's early in the morning. Sun just rose up. Most folks are doing their daily tasks, be it farming or whatever job they may have. So, fairly empty right now, except for a gentleman sitting at one of the round tables. Right when you head down the stairs, just almost to the right of the stairs, dressed in a nobleman's outfit. As soon as you start coming down the stairs, he was tapping his foot or his heel, just looking around, and he sees you, and he looks excited and stands up immediately, and he looks like
Yeah, bring him up.
this.
What's that motherfucker look like?
Look like a bitch. Oh no, he doesn't. He looks real good.
real dapper.
That's a fancy lad.
And
With
He's
those
eating
chops.
well.
as you're coming downstairs, he says, "Oh, hello there."
I just went, oh yeah, and I'm like looking around from. Elsa, you put my ale out here?
Oh, I think these are for you.
No, and I just kind of like walk right by and sit down. No,
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I thought there were more of you, though.
no, they take their morning time to kind of wake up. They, get their beauty, put their makeup on, and
Yeah, I'm brushing my beard.
everything like that. I just roll out and
I see.
drink.
That's fine. I don't mind waiting for a bit. Hop and Wester, by the way.
Oh, Captain, who are you?
The townsmaster.
Oh, I'm
of
Tonk.
Phandelver.
Tonk Stone Dawn. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tonk.
No.
Please enjoy yourself. And he just motions towards the ales.
Yeah, one's gone.
What's the Tailmaster's name again?
Harbin Wester. Harbin Wester.
Now, Harb,
Yes.
I'm assuming you're here because you may have heard of some things that may have happened last night that were taken out of context when I walked into the bar.
Well, word gets around of certain events, but I'd be happy to discuss.
Gork's a liar.
Gork, the tavern keeper.
Yes. What did he say? What did he say happened last night?
I've heard nothing from him.
Oh. Good, because nothing happened.
Well, all right then.
You know, I got some. I got my buddy Flynn. He's upstairs. He'll be down. He's real prima donna, but he'll be down in a minute. And he's a way better talker than Tonk.
Well, I can only take your word for it. You seem well spoken for yourself.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Unrelated. If Gorg did tell you something, what would he have said?
I don't know. I know he serves those ruffians in his tavern, but
Ruffian? Who? What do you mean by ruffians?
I'd rather explain it when all. If it's the rest of your groups here. I heard there's 4 of you.
At
You
this
included?
time, I would be kind of making my way downtown, walking fast.
And I'm homebound.
You head down. You go, oh, that's the one with the hat too. Hello, hello. And he stands up
What the hell? How does he know
And
it
he's-
so well?
and he says, "You're friends with Tonk, yes? Are you 2 heading down too?"
I'm gonna ask Wesley, you ready to go get something to eat?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. And grab my coat, my hat.
Great friends, yes.
Yes, and that's
Who
short
are you?
one and one with the coat. So, hello, everyone. Please join me if you will. I'm actually apologize. I should have met you sooner. I'm the townsmaster, Harbin Wester.
I turn and I look at if Elsa's in eye shot. I'm just looking at her to see if she's having any reaction to this.
She's kind of just leaned over the bar, looking over at I forget the other gentleman's name who actually runs the bar, but feels eyes on her and turns and looks and sees you and just.
Yes, it's quite a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Harbin.
Please, yes, Harbin's good enough. Hmm?
And what do we owe this? Elsa, could I get an ale? No, and a water, and what are you having?
Oh, I'll have what everyone's having.
I have 2
Water.
more ales.
No,
Two more ales.
You can have one more.
I
you have to pace
I can't process drinking in odd numbers.
Okay, all right.
I need 2 more.
All right, you can have 2, but I'm going to hold on to the first one for at least 10 minutes. So if you
Roadie.
drink all of that one, you will have none for another however many minutes is left. We have important business today, and we can't be sloppy.
Though Tonk is never sloppy.
I will beg to differ. Regardless, 2 ales, 1 ale, water.
Elsa, for breakfast?
Yes, and if we have, what do you have for breakfast?
Ham and bread, if you'd like, and some milk to go with it for a gold total.
Swap the milk with ale. Ham and bread. Sounds great.
I'll take the milk.
All right. She goes back at the back and gets to work.
All right. You were saying, what do we owe this this pleasure?
Yes, please. Sit down. Please join me for a moment. This won't take too much of your time. I'm sure you're certainly busy.
And I'm standing up in the chair, leaning on the table.
So
again.
for our time with you, like this is on the town?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. Hey.
breakfast and all. It's my courtesy to extend to you.
Can I get 2 more, please?
We already talked about it.
So are you all actually sitting at the table?
Yes.
I think you're standing in a chair.
I'm standing on a
Just
chair.
leaning on it. But you're like head height because of
Yeah.
your... Okay.
Hat off on the back of the chair. Jacket still on.
So, again, apologies I didn't catch you sooner. Normally I'm hanging out in the town square, greeting newcomers and whatnot, but, here you are, and you've, well, to get to the point, there's been a few rumors flying about. I'm sure you may have heard of they're not even really a problem, if I'm being honest with you. A group that calls themselves the Redbrands?
The Red Dans?
Redbrands.
Oh, sorry.
Never heard of them.
I say never heard of them as I tuck the scarf into my pocket a little deeper. But I want to let it enough fall out to where he sees it, but I tuck it. Why do you mention these red fuckers?
Well, I'm fairly certain a tiefling, a dwarf, a gnome, and a half-elf, with your outfits, it matched your description. Did you not kill 3 of them?
Never killed anyone in my life.
You have the bodies?
Those are some heavy accusations. I thought you said Gork didn't talk.
I heard nothing from Gork.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. You don't need to talk to him.
Well, who's making these claims?
The rumors about the city, I'm afraid many people are making these claims now, which is why I thought it prudent to sit with you today.
All right. Regardless of rumors, what do you want?
Well, I wanted to ask, do you plan to kill more?
Would it be frowned upon, or would it be praised upon?
As the townsmaster, it is my position to say that any ruffians you encounter should by law be arrested and prosecuted in Neverwinter. But if they just disappear, that's fine too.
Oh. Hmm.
Can I insight check him for any weirdness?
Absolutely.
7.
You can't really catch any weird tones or mannerisms. Anything, he might sound a little nervous, but besides that, you don't catch much more.
You don't have any town guard or anything that could do that for you?
You know, this is going to sound a bit strange, and most outsiders normally don't understand it, but our town doesn't have a government. We have a new townsmaster every 2 years. Right now, it's my turn. And that's it.
No wonder you got a bandit problem.
It makes perfect sense in the end. I understand someone from the Lord's Alliance is here to maybe help with that, but I haven't gotten anything done yet.
You may need to go check that out. Follow up on that lead. Do
Who's
you know
here
you have a
from the
name?
Lord's Alliance.
Grizzled, I don't remember his name. Grizzled man was wearing some chainmail, short hair.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Hall Winter, I think he was.
Yeah. Man, he's got a goblin kidnapping issue. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds dreadful.
He's not good.
For the goblins, it's dreadful.
I see. I would hope so. Another problem for another day. Once the Redbrands are, not an issue, I suppose.
And you're just comfortable talking about this here in the
Open?
open.
He looks around for a moment and says, "They don't frequent here often, or when they do, they make a bit of a show about it. Subterfuge is not really their thing. It's more of a, hey, look at us! We'll mess you up if you cross us type group."
What do you know about a real prick named Glassstaff?
I don't know anything about the glass
heard of it.
staff.
What do you know about the manor at the top of the hill?
It's been abandoned for quite some time, maybe a little over a year now.
Did you frequent it at all in your days of living in this town?
No. Rumor has it haunted.
Who is there anyone in town that would be a master of the manor? No, its in and outs maybe.
It's sort of become a town monument. People just acknowledge its existence, and that's about it. We don't sell the land. We don't mess with it. No one
Not
really...
like any old wise people that were here around when the manor was around.
There is a drow that may know something of it. He runs an orchard up in the northern end of town. Maybe him?
What's this drow's name?
Oh, for the life of me, I'm trying to remember. It's right in front of me. If only it would just process and load.
I see what he did there.
Let's see. What was it? It was... Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. Yes. I think his name was Darren Edermeth. He's been here for quite some time.
Do you have a town records keeper?
Well, me, I suppose.
Do you have any of the building plans for that manor when it was erected?
No, we don't. It's been there for a long time. Phandalin has a history of, some nasty violence. It's been built up and then ran down by bandits, and then built up and then ran down by orcs, and then built up and then lost in a war between wizards and something, and now it's built up again. And
Question.
you probably noticed the ruins about.
Did all of these ups and downs, did you ever have like a police or government or anything to stop any of this? Like the
Clearly
bandits?
not a very good one.
Well, no one's. We've had no group to stay here and fight.
You can't hire people.
We work on a system that's more someone grows the apples and they trade the apples for perhaps some horseshoes, and maybe someone breeds some horses to trade for some carrots, and it's a bit of a self-reliant system we do here.
Communism.
Oh,
I've never heard that word.
Me neither. I don't know where it came from. So you say this Edermith?
Darren,
Darren.
That's a drought guy.
he's a drow.
You say he may know a bit about this manor?
If I had to pick someone, it would be him.
All right.
He may know nothing, honestly, but he's been here the longest.
And is he a prick?
No, he's very gentle for a drow.
Mr.
Maybe you'll
Wesley,
get along with him.
if you're in charge, do you think you can do something to aid us for the disappearance of these Redbrands? Maybe you know of some sort of magical stuff?
I'm afraid I don't know any magical stuff. I wish I did. In fact, I should have led off with this in this conversation. Once you leave here, I would hope that you would never mention anything about me telling you about the Redbrands, ideally.
We had breakfast together. That's all.
Oh yeah, your Rex will be in front of you, by the way. Ham and bread and milk for some of you. Ale
Hell
for some.
yeah.
Good, very good. That being said, I don't want to out front just offer a reward, but I can assure you good things will happen if you aid in this.
That was my next question.
How well do you know Alia Thornton?
Well, isn't that the woman that runs the... Is it the mineral exchange?
Yep.
So not very well.
the miners' exchange.
Miners exchange, that's the one.
Where they exchange miners.
Well, that's where they trade in resources of stone, I believe, and also carvings, but she seems to keep to herself. I know she's very rude, I remember that, but beyond that, not much.
She accused me of stealing.
I haven't known her to just accuse people.
Oh, yeah. Just straight up said I stole some stone out of a shop. So if she says anything to you, I didn't.
I haven't heard anything about that. So,
So, well, because I didn't.
all right.
And you said this Darren lives at the orchard?
Oh, yes, I believe he runs his own orchard up in the northern end of town. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, perhaps we go pay this drow a visit. Anything else we need to know?
Though I do have more work out of town, if you're interested.
One thing at a time.
Right. That is exactly the right mindsets for those who have already attacked the problem.
No, The problem attacked us, and we just took care
Well,
of it.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
We just went
Oh.
for drinks.
Yeah.
Right.
Gorg's a liar.
Just went for drinks. I understand.
All right.
I'm eating the shit out of that ham and bread.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down on some breakfast.
Oh yeah, on the house. Enjoy yourselves. Mhm.
Mr. Weston, where can we find you if we need you again?
I reside at the Townsmaster's Hall.
Okay.
If you do capture anyone, just know that we only have 2 prison cells, so make them important. You want to bring them back.
Oh, all right.
With a
Well.
full mouth, I'm telling Wesley, like, eat up, eat up.
And yeah, if there's nothing else, I'll just kind of finish up my food and get ready to go.
Okay. Harbin will smile at you all and then stand and say, "Well, it was nice to meet you. I believe I had your descriptions and whatnot, but I don't think I know your names except for Tonk here. And I think you said you were Flynn, right? But who are you two?
Wedge.
I'm Wesley.
Wedge and Wesley. Well met. You're from out of town and
And I
whatnot."
hand him a business card. Like, we are representatives of the Fulcrum.
He looks at it and says, "I see. So you're known as the Fulcrum."
No, that's not.
You try to push
No.
that shit.
No, we're not known as the Fulcrum.
You can call us the Blue Brand.
The Blue Brand.
Yes.
Ooh, how on the nose. Very well. Is it just in contrast to the Redbrands, or do you have some blue material about you? Or
Let me see if I can do this. If I can. I am going to use minor illusion to to create a blue bandana around my head.
all right, a blue bandana just kind of just shimmers into existence. To which Harbin Wester will say, "Oh, look at that! Willed into existence! Oh, magic! Fascinating!
We don't fuck around.
I see. I hope not, especially with the can of worms you've opened. So, I suppose good luck. I hope to hear from you again. If I don't, I never saw you."
He is right. Can open. Worms everywhere. But here we are.
So, I mean, I don't know why all these people keep trying to hire us out to take care of this Redbrand when they've been here the whole time and they can just do it themselves. The second person that has offered us money, or not money, but wealth.
Maybe we've just run into the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. Maybe they don't have the wherewithal to take care of the problem completely. You know, it's been known if you don't just completely eradicate something, it'll fester and it'll grow.
And their
Come back
livelihoods are
worse.
here.
And retaliate.
Okay.
We're throwaway. We're expendable.
Nonsense! I wouldn't. No. It's not. He starts standing up and brushing himself off. Not expendable. Outrageous. I wish you nothing but fortune and success.
Fortune. Speaking of that, is there any kind of compensation for taking care of?
I'll see what I can do. I don't know what I can offer you immediately. I was more so hoping just to confirm you were going to finish what you started.
So, I mean, it'd be real unfortunate if we went up there and just saying, "We're gonna kill you all," coming from the townsmaster.
That's
You wouldn't.
Oh, I mean, I would.
He sits back down in a chair. I thought you.
what we wouldn't. God damn it.
But he just told me.
He I'd slide your other ale over to you.
Okay, we would never.
wouldn't.
We would never say anything.
Just please handle it and see me at the town's hall when you're good. And he stands back up and takes his walking cane and just exits the tavern.
You gotta keep them on their toes. Gotta
We
make them
don't
think.
have to threaten everyone.
Why not? Everyone
It's
threatens
just not
us.
good business. Right, we take the high road.
Well, no, I mean we're not conducting business because he said we'll see what we can do when it comes to compensation.
I see what Mr. Stone Tonk was doing. He didn't offer incentive. So we could be doing this for 1 piece of copper.
Yep, thank you,
Well,
smart
Holly,
little summer boy.
Holly offered us some money for this, did she not?
Correct, and we agreed to take care of it. Why are we going to take care of it for this guy for free?
So just anyone who comes up and asks us.
Well, Tom,
Are you gonna
think of
do
it this
this?
way.
Yes.
The Redbrands take everything from the town, right?
Correct.
And if we take care of the Redbrands,
Huh?
then everything they've taken from the town kind of have first dibs on.
You've got a good point.
So there's partial payment right there. And then maybe we can talk about other things out of the
just-
town later.
Don't want this town master to think that we just do things for free around here, you know?
You know
We
what?
can splash them with oil later.
That's a good
I like
point.
the oil splat. We could set him on fire.
That's maybe as a last resort. I'm just kind of hoping that there's a spare wagon or something at this manor, because I don't think we were supposed to sell the other one.
That's a whole nother problem that if we just keep trucking along, we may just forget about it.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later.
We were never told explicitly not to sell the wagon.
You know what? Fair enough.
So that's kind of on
And I
them.
think once they find out that who's the guy that's missing? Once they find out he's missing, they're not going to give a shit.
Gundren.
Gundren.
Yeah.
Once they find out Gundren's missing, they're not going to give a shit about the wagon.
So we should probably make our way to this orchard, ask the old man, see if he's got any insight on this manor.
Edermeth?
Yeah.
Eater math.
There.
Eater.
Yeah, let's go talk to this drow.
Are you guys heading out of the tavern?
Yep.
I will leave a 2 gold, no, 3 gold tip for Elsa.
You take out 3 coins and set them on the table as you walk out. All right, that will be claimed by Elsa. You guys all head outside and make your way towards Eatermeth Orchard. But we're going to take a quick 10-minute break first. So give us a short bit. We will be right back.
Ooh, I was hoping you say I need to go pee.
I can't stand mine.
God,
Not my man.
he sounds like
the
a
best.
real dick.
Bro.
We're back. Hey, everybody.
That's not going to be, I don't want him seeing this.
Oh, you want him seeing that?
No.
Okay, I'll do my best to fix that, okay? I hope he's not here right now. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do about it.
Your
It's
manager
all
can't be that
out
big
there
of a
forever.
dick. Big? Alright.
How big of a
Tell
black
me-
sensor bar
Tell me
is he?
about it. What's this guy's deal?
Where are we?
You
We're headed
guys
to the...
are outside of the Sleeping Giant Inn, heading towards Eatermouth Orchard. I think you can see on the map, you see all those trees at like the top right? And I think it has the initials like EO or something like that.
Can you ping it on the TV?
Yeah,
I
you know, on the
can.
TV.
It's right up.
Oh, it's right
here.
there.
Oh, you said top right.
Oh, I meant top left. Sorry, top left. So you head down the main road. You pass by the Shrine of Luck. There is a looks like a priestess there right now, praying to it. She notices y'all walk by and just smiles and gives a polite nod as you continue on. You pass by a smithy. There's smithy stuff going on down there. Barthen's Provisions, which you're familiar with, basically your general store. Then you hook a left, heading down that long dirt road, all the way to the end, until you reach the Eatermouth Orchard. Looks like a whole lot of apple trees out in his backyard and around the side of his house. Yeah, you're standing outside the house.
I have a quick question. Those 3 swords and 3 crossbows that I took off the guys last night, are they good quality, fair.
We found these weapons and we swung them. Quality.
Okay, so not the greatest. Okay.
Anyway, you're at the orchard. What are you doing?
Is there anybody outside
No.
that we can see? I guess we just go up and knock on the door.
Are we walking through the orchard to get to the house? Or is the orchard
Orchard's
behind?
behind the house.
What did we see on the way there? Someone praying?
You did pass the shrine right when you took a turn
Shrine of Luck, it's right
here.
Oh.
Wait, you want to knock? You want me to knock?
You know what? You should knock. You look the most innocent.
You want me to knock?
Knock.
Okay, Mr. Stone Donk.
Bop, bop, bop. He
Hello?
looks the most innocent, but he has violent tendencies.
He's the worst of us all.
So you give the door a solid bump, bump, bump. And it doesn't take long. You hear a bit of movement inside. And the doorknob, you hear a click, click, click. And then it opens up about halfway. And a drow with fine white hair, looks a little bit more aged, pokes his head out slightly, just looks at y'all real quick with narrowed eyes, and then opens the door fully and steps back and says, "Oh, hello. I don't think I've seen you all around here before. How can I help you?"
Hello, my name is Wesley,
"Hello, Wesley. My name's Darren."
and these are my friends, Mr. Ravenden, Mr. Stone Donk, and Mr. Flynn.
Raven, Den, Stone Dog, and Flynn. All right, well
Hello.
met. I suppose can I get you a tea or something? Would you like to come in?
Wesley looks nervous.
Come on, little boy. Come on, sweet boy, you got this.
Okay, tea sounds nice.
Give him a little good pat on the back. He's doing a good job.
So he invites us in?
So he does. He invites you right in. And then he steps inside with his door open and motions for you to come in. Are you all going in?
We'll go in. I'll go in.
Yeah.
All right. So you all head inside, and his house looks very well kept. It's very nice on the inside with the furnishings, carpentry, walls, everything about this place seems pretty, not like a noble or anything, but like a lot of time and care has been put into it. You see him head off to the side in the side room, and he yells back, "Just make yourselves comfortable. I'm going to get some tea running for you. It won't take but a few minutes."
Cool. I'll just kind of leisurely walk around. I'm not like going through anything, but I am just kind of looking around. Just
Would it be common to see a drow that's not hated?
Make a perception check, Flynn.
where are the bodies?
Can we all make perception checks?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I got a 6 plus 2. I got 8.
13.
16.
Okay. Well, anyone with a... Did you want to try?
Nah, I didn't do it.
Anyone with a 15 and higher can piece this together pretty quick. Again, both of you notice that this house is just really well kept. You tend to pick out a few specific items laying about that would identify Darren as being the more adventurer type. A few trophies here and there, a set of old boots that look very worn and traveled, a backpack or a cloak leaning on it over in the corner or beside one of the nearby tables. Looks like this man has definitely been on an adventure or two in his time.
You said boots, a cloak, and what else?
Just pretty much generic adventuring gear, like nothing unique. About a couple minutes go by, and Darren comes back with 2 plates, both with 2 cups of tea on them, one with 3, and sets them on a table in the middle of his room. There's only 2 seats there, so
I would just be. I'm just kind of walking around. I don't want to sit. I'm just kind of
I'll sit.
not like nervously, but just
And I kind of encourage Wesley to sit
Okay, I'll sit, Mr. Raven.
since you knocked on the door.
And as he's setting down the plates and teacups, he says, "Please, only have 2 seats, but whoever wants them, take them. I don't mind standing."
quite the nice place you have here.
I'll take a teacup.
And he takes one of his teacups and starts sipping on it and says, "Well, thank you. I try to keep it up and up. I've been here for quite a while. I finally decided this is where I wanted to settle down.
Ah, how long have you been here?
I've,
Good question.
Yeah.
I've been here for maybe a little over 60 years now.
Holy shit. So you've seen this place rise and fall, rise and fall. So
According to
we've
the
been told.
townsmaster, yeah.
Not as frequently as you would think. If you heard the history from the townsmaster, no, that's over hundreds of years.
Oh, well, he didn't really get into specifics, but he was kind of a knob lord anyway, it seemed like.
No, he's not so bad.
How'd you find your way here?
Well, I had to pick somewhere to go eventually. Going up and down the Sword Coast as a marshal or a general here and there, and eventually you just want a nice quiet place where you can raise a few apple trees and hang your boots up, you know?
That's quite the quiet life.
Yeah.
Odd setting, considering the whole town is run by bandits.
Oh, the Redbrands are a bit of a problem. That's true, and this place really doesn't put out a lot of fighters, so everyone just tolerates them. They do their mischief and whatnot, and if you try to cross them, they double down, but they aren't really a problem if you know how to deal with them.
How
Is
do
that why you
deal with
just
them?
let us in without even asking who we were? I mean, we appreciate the gesture. No question there, but how do you know we weren't here with some malintent?
Well, you could have been, I suppose. I guess at this point in life, that's just a chance I'm willing to take.
Balls on this one.
All right, we'll get to the point. I'll grab a tea, and I'll look at Flynn.
I'll reach into my bag and pull out my whiskey.
Put whiskey.
I'll kind of like grab his whiskey, like pour it in the tea a little bit, swash it around. All right.
A little
So
icing on the tea, huh?
you didn't hear from me, but someone we may have brought up already may have asked us to take care of some people at the manor. And
We don't know who.
you
we
wouldn't
definitely
know.
mentioned
You seem like a real smart, educated man and could connect dots regardless. We're trying to go to the manor and take care of this Glassstaff fella. He kind of alluded that you may be the only one that knows about said manor because of the history of you being in this town.
Well, I do know Glassstaff does reside there.
Oh, that's a first. Anyone else we've asked is either doesn't know who Mr. Glassstaff is, or just doesn't know where he is.
Runs his little group right out of that place.
Is he from here, or did he come here? like you?
Stranger. Not from here at all. This started up not that long ago. Maybe a year, 2 years ago.
We want to take care of him, but obviously you see that there's 4 of us, and it would be a little tricky. So we were wondering if you knew any tactical advantage of said manor, if you had perused the premises or anything along that line.
As someone who's clearly, and I kind of gesture over like to the cloak mainly, who's clearly well-traveled individual. Thank you.
Well, answer me this first. You intend to go after Glassstaff?
That's the plan.
All right then.
Is it a full plan?
Full plan of going after Glassstaff?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're the adventurers. I assume you would have thought that over somewhat. I'm willing to give some advice if you'd like it.
Welcomed.
I know that they're set up under the manor itself. How tight it is down there, I don't know, but I know when you're outnumbered, typically tight corridors are your friends. You find yourself in a tough spot, there's a lot on the other end, and only you, force them into your way. Let them come to you, or go to them if they're caught unawares. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You two look a little bit experienced.
I've had the unfortunate pleasure of dealing with less than ideal situations throughout my life. I suppose you could say that.
You got any tales to share? I love swapping stories.
Oh, the stories that I could share.
Give us one, Flynn.
I'd love to hear about your backstory, Flynn.
That's very, very kind of you. So, we were very poor growing up in my village. It was ravaged with multiple problems. Everything from the plague to orcs rampaging throughout, and just flat out extortion. So we had to make do with what we could. Not a lot of fun times, but every now and again we would have a freak show that came to town. We would be given a balloon to share between all my brothers and sisters. And
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
one brother, 2 sisters, 4 of us, and we would try and bite at each other to get it. And one year my sister took a chunk out of my brother's thigh, and we had to sell that meat for money.
Oh. That's a bit disheartening. I'm sorry you went through such a thing. I was hoping for more, your now scenarios, but that's... I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
It was tough times indeed. But just tell them about the goblins we killed. More recently, we did have to carve our way through a goblin encampment. And in doing so, ultimately, we discovered that one of our dear friends has probably been kidnapped by some even weirder goblins.
I'm fucking crying.
And after coming here and stumbling upon the bandit problem, now we are faced with the difficult task of dealing with them to continue on.
I see. Well, that's amazing. You went through a goblin cave, and what was it, just the 4 of you?
Us plus,
Mostly just the 4 of us.
mostly. We rescued someone, and they helped us finish the job, so to speak. He's still here in town, I believe, somewhere, kind of milling about.
Is he? He's one of your group.
Not one of our
Not
groups.
necessarily.
Just a passerby who was captured?
An acquaintance. We were, without getting too lengthy with this, we were paid to deliver some supplies here. He was with the group who was hired, us included, to deliver said goods. Him and our other acquaintance rode a bit ahead. They both got captured. One of them was taken somewhere else. Cragmaw Castle, does that ring a bell?
It doesn't.
All right. Never mind that. That's where our other friend probably is.
But you rescued one of your friends.
Yes, one of them. And, Sildar Hallwinter.
The Lord's Alliance man.
You know him.
I've heard of him. I hear a few things around town.
No, whatever Gorg says, he's lying.
Isn't that the orc tavern keeper at the...
Yeah, whatever he says, not the truth.
You met him?
No.
Oh. I mean, it's just us here. I mean, you're... yeah, sure, fine. I mean, you never met him. I believe you.
Good.
So, the bandits, Glassstaff. Is there anything at all you can tell us that would help us deal with this? Besides the obvious.
I'm afraid besides just some basic tactics, I can only tell you where they reside, but it sounded like you already knew.
The manor. Of course, it's always the manor.
There is another bit of work that if you're actually capable of taking down a town bandit leader, that I'd love to hire you for. I could offer you a pretty decent reward, too.
See, this is the type of guy I like. He comes out and openly says, I'm ready for reward.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Outside of town, it's a bit of travel, about half a day. There's an old owl well, that has rumors of
An
undead.
owl well?
Old owl well. It's the name of a location.
You can drop a bucket and you pull out owls out of a well?
Well, it's a well, but it's just named the Old Owl Well.
Wonder why it's the old owl well.
That I couldn't tell you.
Maybe there are owls. If there's an owl, I'm getting an owl. Anyways, what about this?
I can tell you that there's been rumors of undead driving people off in that area.
Undead.
And with the idea of undead being this close to the town, bandits are a little bit less on my list of worries. Not to say that the Glassstaff situation's not important, but if you wrap that up, I would certainly be willing to maybe hire you for, again, a reward to check it out.
What's it looking like? Would it be worth our while? I mean, if there is undead, then that's our lives that could be at stake there.
Oh, you mean what I could offer you?
Yes.
Well, I used to be a bit of an adventurer myself, and there's a pair of boots that helped me quite a bit along the way, right over there. And he motions to this pair of boots that looks very worn but still well kept, leaning right next to his fireplace against the wall. He says, "Those are known as boots of spring step, and they make your movement a hell of a lot easier. And if you folks are the traveling type, I think you'd be interested."
Can I look at them?
Well, sure. Have at it.
All right, so I'd go and sit down on the floor and just start touching them and started making notes in my runic cube.
All right, you start looking at it. Those are, specifically, if you're trying to look it up, they're boots of striding and springing.
All right. I was going to cast Identify on it.
Yeah, as a ritual or as a
ritual.
outright? Okay, so for 10 minutes, I'll say you're looking at them.
Yeah, I'm just...
And after those 10 minutes, you can
While
identify
they're...
that.
Yeah, okay.
And then Darren says, "I wish I could give you more information how to deal with those bandits, but it looks like you're fairly well armed enough to at least do something about it."
We may or may not have taken out at least 4 or 5 already.
That is one of the rumors.
See, Gorg, it ran his mouth. I'm telling you guys.
Mr. Darren?
It does seem to be the one. I mean, unless it's that fucker Blake.
Mr. Darren, you wouldn't happen
I didn't
to
even
know
think
how
about
many
Blake.
people there are you?
I wish I did.
We should
I'm
have
really
let
not
the sweet
sure
boy kill him.
myself.
Well, we don't know. We
should've-
don't know. Does the name Blake mean anything to you?
Can't say it does.
Is that where the rumors have come from?
I turn around, like, while still messing with his shoes. I'm like, I doubt it was Blake.
I haven't heard about any Blakes.
He stayed around too long. They were going to kill him anyways.
That's true. If you're the only one surviving, you're definitely a rat.
Yeah.
All right. So you, with these fancy boots and cloak and all your adventuring gear, seem fairly well knowledged. Why not handle some of this yourself?
I hung up that type of life a long time ago. I still do a bit of scouting, I guess. It's more information gathering than anything. You seem trustworthy. This shouldn't leave the room. I'll go ahead and tell you now. Do you know of the Order of the Gauntlet?
Heard of them?
I've been a member of them for a long time. A retired member now, but I keep ledgers with them and whatnot, and kind of give them a heads up of what's going on in town. I thought they were going to send a contingency to deal with those bandits, but nothing yet. Perhaps a little low blip on their radar currently.
Why would a band like that get involved with a small town skirmish?
This town's fairly more important than a lot of folks like to let on. Town with one town master, no council, no governments. An incredible foothold for the right group. Now, the Order of the Gauntlet has no such interests. I suppose I should say our goal is helping those who need help, outright. Which is one of the reasons I thought I'd just invite you in when you showed up. You look like the type who might do the same.
Quite the judge of character.
I've been told I'm a decent judge of character throughout my life.
And your name's Darren?
Darren Eatermouth.
Darren the Drow.
What's your real name?
I know it's a bit odd, but I swear that's my true name. I was adopted. Most drow are, remain in the Underdark for most of their years, doing a lot of not very Order of the Gauntlet activities.
Speaking of that, how did you find your way out of the Underdark without...
It's more so I was sold initially than just found my way out.
We may have a lot in common with our sweet little boy here.
Is that
See-
right?
Well, I just found a job.
Oh,
The job kind of found you.
yeah, you grew up in an orphanage and going to work for this company.
But I suppose you're right.
Well, if what they're saying is true, I'd count us as two of the very few lucky ones then. That found their way to different people that could help us.
I don't think he's quite realized that.
He looks all right to me so far.
Look a little closer. Now, don't get me wrong.
Wesley gets nervous as you eye him closer.
Don't take this the wrong way. He's fantastic. He is one of my, well, as of now, he's one of my best friends. He's my pal. He's my homeboy. My rotten soldier.
Do I
my
see-
sweet cheese.
Do I see a tear?
My good turn.
Wesley's like really happy right now. He's super happy.
Well,
He's important to the group dynamic.
so you are an adventuring group then?
Tonks Tots.
Tonks Tots.
I don't know if that is set in stone yet, but
Which one of you was Tonk again? There's
I'm-
a Stone Dog.
I'm Tonk Stone Dawn.
You're the Tonk, so you're the leader of it.
No, I'm not the leader.
But it's named after you.
Yeah, it was named after me when I was Captain Tot, but I'm not really Captain Tot. It's a whole thing. We'll circle back to it all and refigure it out.
Well,
It's the
Suppose
best
so.
one we've got so far. I don't hear any of these other fuckers speaking up.
I mean, yeah, you are right.
I don't know if you aim to stay an established adventuring group, but having a name typically makes jobs a hell of a lot easier to get.
It's so hard.
What was the name of your adventuring group?
I'm afraid I never really had a true adventuring group. It was more military duty and whatnot.
You got out of that one.
I suppose so.
All right, so I guess that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you think we should go ask our buddy if he wants to go to the manor with us?
Sildar?
Yeah.
Seems like he's always in for a fight.
I mean, a fifth person would help.
Hopefully he's gotten a good night's sleep.
Worst case scenario, he just says no and we go handle business anyways.
Yeah?
How about you?
Hmm?
You in for a fight?
As I said before, my friend, I've hung that life up already. If I was going to do something, I would have done it already, or tried.
Any other kind of advice you could give us?
Don't die.
Solid.
That is a good one.
Do you think you'll still need those boots? Maybe they might aid us.
No offense, friend, but you seem like good judges of character. But if you couldn't take down a bandit nest, I don't think you deserve the boots, to be honest.
I understand.
And if we took them and died, then they're the bandits' boots.
Oh, good point, Mr. Flynn.
That was accurate.
I'm not afraid to work for my reward.
It's the way an adventurer should be.
All right, I guess let's go fuck up some bandits.
Let's go.
Thank you for the tea. It was
delicious.
delicious.
Very fair taste of tea. You're quite welcome. I look forward to hearing about your success when you come back.
Yes. And don't let those boots walk off.
I assure you they'll be going nowhere.
I got them on my hands. Going like this. Just like, yeah. Really good. Just, they're very nice.
That one's a bit odd.
And I guess we'll pleasantries, and
You leave the Eatermath Orchard You're outside. He gives you a polite non-wave and shuts his door behind you. And you hear it lock quite quickly as soon as you leave as well. You're all standing outside of his house now. What would you like to do?
How do we want to approach this? Do we want to wait till night and try and sneak in? Do we want to try and pull a little bit of a ruse? And I pull the Redbrand thing out of my coat pocket, the bandana a little bit. Or do we want to just go kick the fucking door in?
I'm a fan of having more information. So maybe kind of do some reconnaissance during the day. Keep a low profile.
Well,
And
and,
then
I'll
surprise
kind
him
of
at
like
night?
point up to the hill. This thing's standing kind of on its own.
Where is it at?
Above, it's the very
Okay.
right. I don't feel like
where-
it's a heavily trafficked area. I don't know. It seems like it would be pretty obvious for us to just stroll around there during the day.
Good point.
Maybe we can scout out the land at night.
I mean, I think if it's at night, we go. Unless we want to spend multiple days. But I feel like the more time... Look, I'll be honest. If the word's gotten out about us taking care of them,
The
the
town
longer we
master's
wait,
got our description. They got it.
the bigger the problem we're going to have. And that's actually a great point I didn't think about. That town master, that man is soft. He will squeal at the slightest sign of pressure.
Talk.
So, it's safe to assume they know we're here. Correct?
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
What if we get Sildar to take us as his prisoners? Say, hey, I've captured the troublemakers. Want to see what Glassstaff wants to do.
It seems like Sildar has a kind of reputation for himself as well, though.
Or what if
But what if he's got the cloak and...
one of us captured them and we were proving ourselves to Glassstaff? Look how weak your little piss ants are.
Oh, we were trying to join. I like it.
But we still need four people.
Maybe a couple of us. Sell it a little bit more. 2 of us, the other 3 prisoners. Hey, yeah, we fucked up your boys at the bar the other night, but we also brought these fuckers to you.
Good work.
Get us in.
Well, we gotta find Sildar first. I mean, think he's staying at the Stonehill?
We can check in with the Elsa. See if she's seen him in a minute. Because that's the last place we saw him.
It was, yeah.
there.
And if she has some information on the Redbrands or on Sildar's location, hopefully she'll let it go.
Hey guys, about me knocking on the door. I'm not really used to initiating contact with outsiders.
It's good to be uncomfortable. It's growth.
How you learn.
Okay.
Something you haven't done before, you've done now. So next time you do it, it's easier.
Hey, and you did a bang-up job knocking on that door.
He came right away. He heard those
Yeah,
knocks.
he did.
And you invited us in the house, so good on you.
Oh, I guess I did all right.
You did great, boy.
You did amazing.
Wesley gleams with pride from all this. He's just like a fucking praise man.
He's a little praise whore.
Praise me more.
So I guess we're just starting to walk back.
Yeah, we'll just go back to the stone now.
I want to swing by, because you said we passed a smith.
You passed by a smithy. That is correct.
I want to give Wesley the 3 short swords and 3 crossbows and tell him to go try to sell them to the smith.
You want me to? What should I ask for, Mr. Abenden?
Do your best.
Okay, I'll do my best.
All right.
All right.
So
We're all kind of just standing back. We're letting him
Yeah.
venture off and do his thing.
You guys all start heading back down the main path, but you pit stop at the smithy, where you see a burly man just wearing a smith's apron. He's wearing some type of goggles. He's just boom, boom, just slamming on this sword on his forge right now.
Oh, Wesley walks right up. Excuse me, sir.
Boom, boom, boom.
Excuse me, sir? And Wesley looks back like...
When you look back, I've got my lute out, and I'm playing an acoustic version of Katy Perry's "You're a Firework." Baby, you're a fire.
All right, then with that, Wesley... Excuse me, sir!
He stops banging and looks up and starts looking around, sees you standing there.
Awesome.
Then he raises his goggles and steps off away from his forge and says, "Oh, yeah, what can I do you for?"
Oh, I'm sorry for shouting. What can I get for all this stuff? And Wesley just dumps it all on the table.
"For this shoddy shite? What, you want scrap metal? What, you want gold? What you looking for?"
For coin.
"Coin, 20 gold."
Ooh, okay. And then Wesley's like this. 20 gold, please.
"I can use this to make something worthwhile, I suppose." Money, please. And he walks to beside his forge, where he has another booth, or not a booth set up, but it's almost like a dresser of sorts, or an open-ended table. And he reaches inside. You see him take out a pouch and starts counting out some coins. And then he steps back over to you and just holds out his hand.
Thank you, sir.
He drops 20 coins in your hand and says, all right. And he scoops up all the weapons you sold and literally just throws them on the ground next to the forge where he was working on the sword.
All right,
He
Wesley.
gave us 20 gold for just shit stuff. Awesome.
All right, Wesley turns around. I got the money, guys. I got it.
So proud of you, sweet boy.
Here, take it.
Put it in your pouch.
It's yours.
That's yours. You earned that.
Okay,
You
thanks,
did a
guys.
job, you get paid for it.
Wesley adds 20 coins to his inventory.
Oh, he goes from like roleplay. Wesley adds 20 gold to his inventory. Check.
I remember how to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. Thanks, buddy. Man, I'm like probably the richest out of all you guys. I'm not been paying for shit. I got like all this money. Look at that.
No.
Oh, really? No, that ain't shit.
All right, and I guess we keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys pass by the smithy. You pass by the Stone Inn and the Shrine of Luck, where you see a Lady of the Cloth still there praying. You hook a left and start walking. Well, you guys are in the Stonehill Inn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're headed.
Well, you hook a left to go right inside the Stonehill Inn then. Once you go inside, I'll say it's maybe been about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of just being out and about so far. So it's still very early. We're talking like maybe, 9, 10 a.m.-ish. When you go inside, there's a couple people in there, but it's still not crowded at all. Immediately, I could say you don't see Sildar around. But you do see Elsa talking to one of the customers right now.
If she looks our way when we walk in, I'll just kind of like flag her down.
She sees you and says, she's like saying, like, please wait a moment, excuse me, to her current group.
Yep.
Then walks up to you and says, "Boy, we're quite popular with you lot."
We love this place. It's absolutely stunning.
Best place in town to get a drink.
Agreed.
Yeah,
You know what?
100%.
I'll get 2.
Oh, 2 drinks.
Yeah, two ales.
And we'll pay for these ones.
All right. So, want me to I'll go ahead and grab them.
You can grab me one, too.
So 3. You two too?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
You want
Water.
Very well. 4 ales.
You're getting an ale?
I'll just do what everyone else is doing.
Okay.
Wesley's feeling good tonight.
It's the morning.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
You still want it?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah, bring it.
She heads back and fills up 4 ales. And I assume you guys are you sitting back down or?
Is there like a bar that like
Yeah, it's just a bar.
I
You
would
wanna follow her
that's
over there?
that's where I would go and
Okay.
sit at the bar.
You guys head over to the bar, and she just as
have
soon as you
bar
walk
stools?
up, yeah,
I kind of like nudge Tonks. Like, uppies?
Uppies.
he sets you on the bar stool.
We're alcoholics.
And yeah,
It's
you
9
guys
a.m. on
are.
a Tuesday.
You get served some drinks.
When she brings them, I'll sort of lean over the bar there and say, "Elsa, how are you doing? Having a good day so far?"
Why? Has it been too busy? Toblin and I have been serving as they come.
Fantastic. Hey, do you remember our other friend that rolled into town about the same time as us. Mr. Hallwinter, Sildar.
Oh, yes! That man had some armor about him.
Right. Did he stay here last night?
He did not, but he came by recently, about an hour ago.
Did you happen to
Just
say
missed
where he
him.
was going?
Just missed him.
And I tried to talk up all my customers, and he ordered a drink, and I offered him a place to stay if he's going to be here for a while, but said he was setting up at the Townsmaster's Hall.
I think he was hired as a personal bodyguard.
He was by Gundar.
Maybe.
I mean, he is quite the intimidating fellow.
Gundren?
Gundren. Yeah. Gundren.
Okay. Well, I guess we.
All right.
Thank
Well, and we still have a full. Well, you had two.
I got a half of one left.
Been talking for 45 seconds. All right, cheers. And I'll down mine.
you. And I'm just going to sip on my water.
Did you just drink 2 ales within 1 minute?
Yes.
All right, con save. Are you drinking an ale when you've never had alcohol in your life?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best.
Con save.
Wait, how much of this have you drank?
I'm gonna try to do what everyone else does.
You trying to keep
So
up?
Yeah.
You're going to down it.
No, well, I only have one, so I'm.
Yeah, but
If I saw him, did you down it? Then yeah, I'll do exactly what you did. All right, let's fucking go.
9.
I got a 7.
I thought it was a 1 at first.
Something about this
That's
ale just hits you a little bit different, Tonk. It's as if your body had just this open passage before, but this time it was closed and you drank anyhow. And when you did, you feel a bit impaired. That's not going to affect you too much unless you start swinging at stuff pretty soon. In which case, it might be a little difficult. Wesley, you're not used to this at all. Suddenly, it seems like everything's just slowly turning. And you don't know why. As if something grabbed the tavern and it's slowly twisting.
Fuck up.
Got the spins.
I take out 2 gold and slide it across the
Wait.
counter to Elsa.
How drunk am I, Jamie? Like real drunk?
No, more like heavily tipsy. You're not drunk.
Okay, I got you.
The room is spinning.
I get real close to Wedge. You know what, Mr. Ravenden? Do you remember that girl gnome who didn't want to sit with you?
Yeah.
I think she was a bitch. How dare she want to not sit next to you?
It's fine. She was already engaged with somebody else. It is okay. You shouldn't talk so bad about people you don't know.
But I know where I saw her.
I'm like, thank you. It's okay.
She missed out, Mr. Ravenden.
It's good that you stand up for your friends.
It is
Yeah.
okay.
I can't imagine if he's really drunk.
You know what? That's an experiment maybe for another night when we don't have another day. We don't have
Thing to
that's
just do.
a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we? Go
Townsmaster?
Just go to the Spamaster.
The what?
The Spamaster. Should we? The Townmaster.
I think so.
Cool.
Yes, you all right?
Oh, don't push so hard.
I'm gonna regret this.
Elsa,
Tonks.
this was an
Towns?
especially fine batch that you've
Oh God.
crafted here today. We appreciate it.
I set you down
slide the
safely.
gold
Nice.
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't let anyone ever say we were a bad time. We'll kind of look at everybody.
They're doing something. What'd you just do?
I got downsies.
Oh, with no problems?
I rolled
He rolled.
an 18.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay.
Set him down safe.
It was fine until he rolled. Oh my gosh, shit.
All right, well, let's go see if we can find Sildar.
Off to the Townmaster, and I just turn and start walk out the door, turn the wrong way.
And then I'm gonna hold my hand up. I'm like, Wesley, you gonna hold my hand?
Where are we going?
We're going to the town master.
All right, Mr. Ravenden.
And I'm just trying to lead him.
All right.
How long does this last?
It'll probably last about an hour.
Oh,
DM says, until I say so.
And I keep the time.
So you all walk outside of the Stonehill Inn. If you're heading to the Townmaster Hall, it's About a block
Dang it.
away. It's not far at all. Right there.
Okay.
You,
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
you guys walk outside right there. Hook a right and immediate left through town square. Again, passing by a few places. You see the town green in the distance. Children are playing out early in the day on the town green. Shrine of Luck is still attended by the priestess. And you head to the townsmaster's hall. There are double doors leading inside. It's a public place. You can knock if you want to, or you can just go inside.
Yeah, we'll just walk
Walk in, yeah.
Okay. You open the doors and head inside. And this place is a lot smaller than you'd expect. You see 2 jail cells immediately to your right, almost near the entryway itself. About 4 desks set out across the middle of the room, and then some furnishings along the walls. 2 of those desks are currently occupied. You see the townsmaster that you spoke with at the tavern before, sitting at one of those desks, and you see Sildar sitting at the desk farthest away as possible near one of the walls. Looks like he's writing something right now.
Secretary job.
Kind of looks like it.
I'll introduce ourselves. Good morning.
The man looks up, and it's Harbin Wester staring at you, and he says, "Oh, hello, welcome. Here, you, so quickly."
Yeah, everything's taken care of.
I just giggle.
But it's only been an hour. You, really?
It's 9 more minutes than we needed.
No.
Oh.
We just wanted to see. We heard Sildar was here.
Oh, the Lord's Alliance gentleman. Yes, he's right there. And Sildar hearing his name, he looks up and stops writing and sees you all and says, Oh, it's you all again.
Sildy, my boy. How are we doing this morning?
A lot better now. Haven't been stabbed today or captured, so it's a good day so far.
I call that a win. What you got going on right now? You busy?
A bit. Still working on my investigation, and Yarno, and was updating my group back at base. What's going on so far?
How you feel about little road? Well, not a road trip. You feel like, I don't know, fighting today? Get a good scrap in?
I do, but I really need to focus on my investigation. What do you ask?
Your homework. We want to go just really give it to these bandit fuckers.
Mr. Townmaster here hired us to go take care of the people at the manor.
The townmaster starts doing this, and Sildar looks over to the townmaster and just raises an eyebrow and looks back to you and says, "Whoever or whatever said whatever, looks like he's not willing to be that whoever. Either way, you're going to go take out some Redbrands? I hear that right?"
Glassstaff more specifically, but whoever gets in the way.
And you want me to help you?
We,
Made a good team before.
yeah, figured it wouldn't hurt to at least ask.
I'm all about charity work, but I really would like to find my acquaintance. Make a persuasion check, Tonk. It's fairly difficult.
I say, we did save you from those goblins.
And if you think about it, without them here, your investigation would be easier. One less hurdle.
That's debatable. A little chaos can sometimes stir up information that normally would have stayed quiet.
Hey,
Not
you-
to justify Redbrands being here or anything.
Well, we're about to stir up a lot of chaos.
You know who can't write letters? Dead people, or people captured by goblins.
I'm confused. You're not threatening me, are you?
No, I'm saying you say you need to write these letters. I'm saying it wouldn't be possible if you were in a goblin camp or otherwise deceased.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. I'm thankful you rescued me. I was in a tight spot, but I can't just set aside my current work just because other work popped up. I'm sorry.
I was trying to give you.
I appreciate it. Okay, that's fine if you don't want to come. That's all right. You may need to write back and let them know that you sold the cart. Just in case they're looking for it. But other than that, I guess we can take care of it on our own, like we saved your life. Or
Tell you
anything.
what, that's the least I can do. I'll take responsibility if the cart thing comes up.
See? Problem solved. No more. We don't gotta worry about it.
There we go. All right. I want to look at the town master. What's the expression on his face? Like, can I read him right now?
Yeah, it's a very easy read. You can make an insight check, or you can look at him. He looks like this.
13.
Yeah, you need a 5. He looks he looks incredibly worried after Tonk out loud said about the situation.
You feeling a little sick?
Has he told anybody else?
No.
I
Especially,
don't believe him. I don't believe him.
He did. We did tell someone else.
Oh god, so they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me.
No, we went to the person you told us about. The drow.
Please,
Darren.
please just deal with them. Please, and don't fail.
Tall order from someone that can maybe give us a reward.
No, I'm working on that right now. That was what I was working on. I have an idea of what I can give you I'll tell you now if that'll encourage you to go now.
Maybe.
So, property is somewhat hard to come by here. Only recently we sold more property in the more the southern end of town, but if you succeed and you rid those red bandits, I can get legal documentation saying that you own the Tressendar Manor and land. It'll be yours. I'll give it to you if you succeed.
Isn't the manor destroyed?
Right, but I feel like between the four of us, we're pretty handy. Like that could be
Okay.
I can.
He's got
Do some
some.
work.
He's got some fulcrum hookups.
right.
Yeah.
Sure, he can. Okay.
And he's super strong.
Okay.
What?
And you'll put it. And you'll put in that anything that is in the manor after we cleanse the matter is included
I'd assume that was already yours.
as is.
That's this. Yes, of course. Of course.
But we are not responsible if we leave and some other riffraff moves in.
That'll be a new deal.
That yes, we'll have to renew some dealings.
But you know what? If word goes far enough that we've taken care of this, and we handle it in the right way, I don't feel like that would be a problem. Like, keep out, fuckers.
get a sign.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right, so please go succeed.
We'll go succeed.
Excellent.
All right.
We
Well,
have time. We're not gonna go during the day, are we? Without Sildar.
we could. It depends if we want to play the ruse.
Is Sildar gonna Sildar? If we wait till night and let you do your thing, are you want to go with us, or you no for show?
No, for sure.
No, for sure.
I'm really no mo for show, I'm afraid.
All right.
But I don't want to impose with your mission, but if you do meet this glass staff, I'd be willing to maybe to offer some coin if you could inquire about Iarno from him.
How do you spell that?
Iarno. Not that this bandit would know anything, but if it's a lead that can be approached, then why not tackle it?
One more time.
Iarno. Iarno.
Yarno. Well, we have ways of making people talk.
Do you have an oil lamp?
I'm
Yep.
afraid I don't.
Stop it.
Never mind.
Stop it with the oil. You're going to hurt yourself. Swear to God. All right. All right. So there's 4 of us now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to try and lie our way in? Do we want to try and sneak our way in?
Wait, how far are we from Sildar?
You're kind of in between both the townsmaster's desk and Sildar's. Sildar has just gone back to his writing, and the townsmaster's he's staring at all of you like with full attention.
How's everybody at sneaking versus persuasion?
I've been known to be somewhat sneaky in my day, but I can also be quite persuasive.
And I'm. Oh, hold on.
How do I feel right now, Jamie?
It has not been an hour yet, so you're kind of still like tipsy, still heavily tipsy.
Okay.
Tonk's definitely not good at sneaking, whether he is sober or not.
He probably would have just got kidnapped again if he came with us. I'm gonna say that muttering, but kind of like
Loud enough.
yeah, loud enough.
I mean, you hear a.
Okay.
It's a little. It's hard to hear, but you hear a sigh, from the table still does that, but he doesn't even look up.
Now, we don't know that. We don't know the circumstances. They were caught off guard. It happens.
So are we.
I'm not here to judge. I mean, maybe kind of. But, all right, so then maybe we sneak then. Maybe that's the move.
I can do my best. I'll just stay behind a couple steps, not to give away any people that may be sneaking very well.
You sneaking.
Yeah, I'm Tonk and sneak.
Right. Don't go together.
No.
Maybe we should do the same thing as we did in the Goblin Cage then. We kind of walk in under, like you present us like you beat all three of us up, killed the fourth guy.
I do like to consider myself to be quite imposing. I don't know that I could sell, like, taking all three of you at
But if
once.
you do the demon eye thing again,
It's true. I need to get into character.
because maybe
I need
if one
some
person brought the
time
three of us
to
in-
think about, what is really at the core of this person, this demon.
That might be very difficult.
why?
Well, the rumors I heard were half-elf, gnome, dwarf, and tiefling took out some of the Redbrand. If you go in there as a dwarf, halfling, or gnome, or tiefling, and half-elf, then I don't know, no matter what you're wearing.
You know what? Maybe we just go kick the fucking door down. He's got a big ass foot.
Does got a big ass.
You got a big ass foot. We can. I'm never opposed, and the sweet boy seems to have a little bit of a bloodlust going on right now.
Should we wait an hour though?
If anything, I feel like we should give him more. He's
Fuck it.
all right.
He can sober up on the walk.
Let's walk up there and just say, "Hey, fuckers, let us talk to Glassstaff. We want to put his foot, up his ass."
We can go back in as Captain's thoughts.
Yeah.
Captain in his thoughts, just trying to make a deal.
Tonk's tots.
Tonk's thoughts, unofficial.
We want to have a word with Glassstaff.
Tonk's hyped. Tonk's
I look back over at the townmaster.
He has an uneasy expression on his face. Like he didn't know what to expect now.
What do you think of that?
Tonk's tots can no failure.
No, don't bullshit us.
The name could probably use a little work.
Okay, see, that's what I've been
We're
saying.
workshopping it. We're workshopping it.
The more people that hear it, I guess it is the better.
Right.
Because I
Look,
thought he was
it's-
the leader, and he's not.
I'm no leader. All right, we'll work on it. I don't know. You all have homework. All right, be thinking about it.
Wesley,
you okay?
What?
How are you feeling? Good?
I'm good, Mr. Flynn.
How many Mr. Flynns do you see?
All the Mr. Flynns.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Townmaster, Sildar, you have a great day.
Good luck.
Does he mean that?
He looked up at you and stopped what he was doing and said good luck. Made eye contact. It looks sincere.
We did save his ass. All right. All right, I guess let's
To the manor.
straight to
Is
the manor.
the manor in good condition?
No.
No. In fact, as you guys leave the Townmaster's Hall, hook a right and then another right and start going down that long path.
Ping it.
There,
That blue circle.
there, and moving up. You head up that curvy road and see a decrepit manor at the top of it. You can see inside from here. There's no front door. That place looks destroyed and in ruins, with only a little bit of that roof intact anymore. Are you guys going all the way up the hill to the manor?
I'd like to stop him.
Like the... Oh, go ahead.
Hey guys, I don't really like that mayor or whatever he was. He looks squeamish. He might tell him. I don't know. Maybe we should do the opposite of what we told in front of him.
It's not a bad idea.
So wait, like tell Glassstaff that the townsmaster is after him?
No, he overheard us saying we're gonna go kick the door in. Now maybe we change things up in case he had somebody listening in.
Okay.
Maybe we could just shoot them through the windows or something at night.
Well, didn't our friend Darren say they're all underground?
I don't remember, man.
Yeah. They're in a
Like a cave underneath
cave
the
or
house.
tunnel underneath there.
From where we're at right now,
Mhm.
we can just tell that this place is just fucked.
It's a standing heap, but it's a heap.
And we're at the front door right now?
No.
We're
you
at the, like
haven't
the
gone
bottom
up
of the
to it.
hill or something.
Yeah, you guys, I assumed you stopped right here, because that's when it starts going uphill and curving around.
Look, I think if it's underground, I don't see any windows sticking out of the mountain.
They might not know we're here yet.
We say maybe we'll take it slow. We sneak still. We're here now. We go up there. If we see anybody,
Pull out my pocket watch, open it, pops out my spider. Like we can use him. Steve.
all right. What can
Hello,
Steve do?
Steve.
We can let him go ahead of us, and I can see everything he sees. So
By
we
all
can.
means.
He's just a little guy.
Is there like a range on that or anything, or you can just?
I think 100 feet is what it's good out to.
So it looks like it could maybe get to the front door from the bottom of this hill. So maybe we can sneak up to the entrance and kind of hide out there and let your spider do
Yeah.
its thing.
Yeah. I mean, we can get a little closer since we don't. Oh, we can let him get to the house, see what he sees, and then get closer from there.
All right.
That work?
Yeah, because let's see. 100 feet.
Oh, look at you use the thingy. Here you go, buddy.
So we got to get a little closer. Because if I'm seeing what he's seeing,
Right.
I can't see anything.
Right. I guess let's try and carefully make our way up the hill. We'll keep our eyes, see if we notice anybody looking back at us. We'll make our way up there. If we don't, we'll keep going until we get to the front door. We'll kind of hide out around the side, let your spider slink around. Right?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to
Do
me.
that.
All right. So as we're going up, I would like to try and keep an eye out on the horizon, see if I can see anybody trying to peep us.
Okay. So you send your spider up that winding path. You're sending it up to the manor to just look from the front entryway, or?
Yeah. Since there's no door, I want to have him kind of, as soon as he gets to like the corner of the house, start crawling on the house, and then go at the top of the doorway so he's not on the ground.
Okay. While he's doing that, Flynn, make a perception check. That spider crawls its way up to the front of this mansion and starts crawling on the walls, giving you a nice view of what's inside this manor.
13.
You don't see any eyes peering at you from the manor itself, just looking around it.
Okay.
And you, I assume you're like, you can't see through your own eyes right now,
Yeah,
looking
I'm
through your
probably
familiar's
gonna
eyes.
reach out to Wesley and ask him to hold my hand or to put his hand on my shoulder.
Okay.
Like if anything happens, move me.
Most of the manor looks as it did from far away. A lot of it looks destroyed. None of the rooms even looked intact anymore. A few of the walls are still standing that's holding up the roof. But you can see, just off the empty ruins of what looks like it used to be a large kitchen, is a stone staircase with a lot of tracks leading to it.
Okay.
And the stone staircase goes underground.
As I'm seeing this, I'm relaying everything to them is what I'm seeing. We can get a little bit closer.
What do you look like when you're looking through the eyes of your spider?
My eyes are just closed.
Okay.
Kind of look like I'm blind.
Okay.
Just kind of heads up.
Well, blind people open their eyes.
My eyes are closed so I can see through his.
Okay.
But you just kind of like,
It's like Game
You
of
know.
Thrones, those
More you
weird
know.
white eyes.
Oh, you like the war guys?
Yeah.
Sick.
so if you guys lead me up there, I can stay in contact. But you guys have to lead me.
We're like walking.
Yeah.
Okay, Grandpa, come on. Yeah.
Up the hill we go.
You know
Just
what?
put me on somebody's shoulders.
That's what I'm gonna do. All right.
I got you,
All right,
Mr.
Pops.
Raven.
We want to. I know you really want to see the historical
I can't hear
landmarks.
you either.
That's fine.
Okay.
This is not for you.
This is for me.
This is for anyone listening or watching. I know you really want to see the landmarks. I know.
And as
Come
we're
on.
getting closer, I'm going to move the spider closer, not down in the stairwells, but where I can see down the stairwell.
Okay. When you move your spider close enough to look down the stairwell, the stairs descend about a good 15, maybe even 20 feet down and down and down. At the bottom, it is lit up with a torch, and you can see a shut door at the bottom.
Ooh. Nice. So I relay that to you guys exactly how you said it.
No. What if there's a password? And Blake didn't tell us a password.
We didn't ask him for a password, did we?
We should have killed him. Should have killed him.
Maybe. I mean, look. We always have the option of just
Is the door solid?
going goblin mode on them. Right? If they ask for the password, then you just use your big foot to kick down that big door, and then
True, there is no door that can stop Tom.
we have yet to see one.
Correct.
Is the door solid? Is it a lock?
It is made of wood, has iron handles, hinges, and built-in locks.
All right. So once I see the lock, I'm going to sever my connection and then tell you guys.
You come back out halfway through, like, all right, pop.
Look, oh God. I'm like, there's a lock. I think I can pick it. So we can sneak down to the door
Yeah,
and get through it.
I think maybe that's the way to. I haven't seen anybody peering back down at us.
Okay. And it's clear inside that. The house is clear of people. Other than,
You haven't seen any people through your spider's eyes so far.
all right. 'Cause it's
Look with
pretty
your
open.
special eyes.
Yeah. It's pretty open in there. Like no walls, pretty much. Just, it's a ruin.
All right, let's go see what's going on.
So how close are we to the house now?
They were leading you up. How close did y'all go?
I would have gone
All the way into the manor?
all the way to the front door, pretty much.
Okay, then yeah, you're at the front door of these ruins.
So do you think we go through the door, or around, or something? Like, do you think that the door may be booby trapped?
There's a good chance it's booby trapped, or at least has an alarm on it. So I can check for that before I go picking it.
With the one to the mana?
Oh no, there is no door to the manor. There's no door.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's pretty open.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. So if I didn't see anybody looking back at us and we weren't shot at or anything like that, then yeah, we would have just been keeping on.
Okay, well, you're up there right now. You make your way all the way to that stone staircase that leads down underground. You're at the top of them right now. Are you heading down now?
How far down do they go?
About, let's say 20 feet.
And you said there were like visible footprints or anything?
There were footprints leading to those stone steps from the ruins themselves. It's very dusty, dirty. And,
Are there any
dirt up
footprints
there.
on the stair steps?
No, not really. There's not a lot of dust there. Maybe a bit of dirt and grime. You can see a few footfalls heading down, but not as much as you did up above.
All right. So can I check for traps on the stairs? Any kind of like magical alarms or shit like that?
How are you checking for them?
I do not understand that question.
So you're standing at the
You
top of a stone
specialize.
staircase. What do you do to see if there's traps? Are you just looking to see if there's a stair that's slightly higher than the others as you're looking down? Are you looking on the walls to see if there's a weird crack? Like, what are you looking for?
Yes, all of that.
Oh yeah.
But also like a step that nobody's stepped on.
What should we look for, DM?
Yeah. Exactly. Like if you were gonna set a trap for us, what would that look like?
I'll tell you what. If you start descending the stairs, make a perception check.
Well, I want to descend as like kind of slowly as I go.
Mhm.
So, are there any steps without a footprint on it?
Yeah, make the perception check. Let's see if you can notice something as such.
What does it say? 18 plus 2.
Just looking at these steps as they go down, unless you're already going down while checking, you can't see the lower half from where you are very well.
No, just as I go down, I'm checking stuff as I go.
You don't notice anyone that's pristine or extra dusty or dirty. They all look about the same.
Any holes in the wall?
You don't see any holes.
Any wire, tripwire, anything like that?
No, I don't see any tripwire.
I feel like it's a fucking trap.
Do you have any like mist or anything?
I
Check for
don't.
lasers. Yeah.
I guess slowly keep going, checking as we go to the door.
Okay, you make your way all the way down. You're at the door.
Fucking hate you. All right.
Big old wooden door, metal hinges, metal lock.
I want to start checking
It's got a
for
metal lock keyhole. I mean,
checking for traps.
it's the
or-
same. It's the same perception check. No, this looks like just a very large, well-made, sturdy door.
You guys ready?
Wait, how far is the floor from the door bottom?
It's about maybe like a 5-foot landing.
I meant like
No, the floor from the door bottom. Is there?
Yeah, is there a way to slip anything in there? Is there
Is
wide
it
enough
is
gap?
it
Can
like
my spider climb
like
underneath?
a standard urinal or like public bathroom toilet stall?
It's not airtight, but it's very low to the ground.
So my spider couldn't even get through it.
Like maybe a cockroach could. I don't know if a spider would equate.
We need a druid.
If only we built a robot cockroach. how much time has passed?
At this point, I'll say it's
He
been
started
about
being drunk.
your drunkenness would wear off for both of you,
Right.
unless you just wanted to say that way.
Nah. Do we have any consequences for it or something?
No, you would have had negatives to attack if you had gone in as is.
Yeah, okay, I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna check out the lock
Mhm.
and try to start picking it.
Okay, you look into the lock and take out your thieves' tools
I do take out my thieves' tools.
and start to pick at the lock. Make a sleight of hand check.
Now I'm proficient in thieves' tools. So sleight of hand, 16 plus 2.
So an 18. Okay.
Pretty good.
So you put in your pick and tool to try and undo the lock on this door, and it feels like you're succeeding. Like this feels good, but you never hear a click the entire time.
We check in and see if it was locked.
We did.
Can I just
just
take one
assumed-
finger and like push on the door?
You push on the door, and as soon as you do, it slowly opens up.
Good fucking job.
Thank you.
The door opens onto a 5-foot wide landing that is 15 feet above a large cellar, with stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. So that's you guys already went down that. You see another large door right on the inside to your the north, beneath a set of stairs, and a large stone cistern occupies the western part of this room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. Let me show you all what that looks like.
While we're kind of making our way through the door, I'm gonna grab the spider and put him in my hat and put it on top of my head.
Oh.
Where we at?
We're on the right, right?
Ping that bit.
Yeah, at the very, very right, I think.
You guys walked in right here. There are stairs to the north and south of you that go down a bit, and then more stairs that go down even further. You're on a high rise right now.
This song. Sorry, go ahead.
What do I see with my special eyes?
Ooh.
A few things. First, you see a door after down this 10-foot drop to the north, right here, going who knows where. You see a cistern at the end of the room, and a lot of barrels lined up on the north and south ends at the end of the room. as well as another door.
Well, do we see any more footprints in the dust or dirt down here, leading one way or another?
Doesn't look like there's any more dust or grime around here. This place actually looks fairly clean.
Keep it clean down here.
It's also lit right now with torches.
It's fucking lit.
Can you do anything about the torches?
I could. You're a human.
Half
He's
elf.
half elf.
Half elf. Oh, you're half elf.
I believe we all have dark vision.
Yeah.
I think we can all see it.
Yeah, you have a well-lit source right now on the walls.
Any advantage?
Um,
Do these doors, are they solid as well?
They look very similar to the door you just came into, or came in from.
let's see. Oh, you know what? I can make them dim or change color, but I can't blow them out. All right. I'm going to, just for a moment, stop and close my eyes. And just silently, or I guess just quietly, I'll just utter a couple of words. And I would like to, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and I'm going to dim all the lights. All of the flames in the room.
Okay.
It just
Apparently
dims it?
there's 2 torches in the room right now, right in the middle on the north and south walls. As soon as you do your thaumaturgy, both of them just fade a bit. Still lit, but dimmed.
We don't want to stub our toes.
Fair enough.
I've been stabbed, and I'd prefer that.
So we have 2 doors.
Yeah, I kind of like lean over and look down. Right, we've got. And they both look the same.
Same wooden door.
Wooden
has
ass
a
doors.
Metal lock on it. Not a metal lock area with a keyhole. And metal hinges.
All right. All right. Well, I guess maybe let's go see if we can hear anything through them.
Okay. I'm gonna go, I guess, to the first door and
Use your
listen.
special
My
ears.
big ass ears.
Satellites.
Can I hear anything?
Where are you going?
The door that's heading north.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk down the steps to the, I'm assuming the north, and then walk down the steps from there and curve around to that door and put your ear up to it. Make a perception check.
You and these checks.
God, dice.
Perception 11 plus 2, so 13.
Okay. You place your ear on the door and listen as well as you can for any signs of like murmuring or maybe walking, talking, just anything at all.
Any noises that sound like they're human made or creature made, or I don't know.
Silence.
And then meanwhile, I'll go to the west door and kind of same thing.
Okay. You walk up to the west door and just kind of lower your head to it and place your ear to it. Make a perception check.
Ooh. Non-natural 20.
Okay. You place your ear up to the door. And as soon as you do, you hear something on the other side. Sounded like it was also getting very close to the door. Maybe perhaps it was trying to listen as well.
What is it? Can I tell what it's? Does it sound like footsteps?
It sounded like something shuffling towards the door and then just stopping.
Like stopping, like at kind of at the door.
Kind of how you just did.
Mirror dimension. I kind of.
Oh shit, Bale.
And I just kind of put my hand on the door. Does it? So looking at the hinges of this, does it look like the door opens in or out?
It looks like it opens towards you.
All right, yeah, so I'm just going to place my hand, like, as softly as I can on the door, almost to brace it, like, just in case. And I would like to... Let me see if I can do this. I'd like to try and cast Minor Illusion to create the sound of a rat or a mouse scurrying around and then scurrying off into the distance.
Okay, you make the sound of a rat or a mouse, just skittering away sound. What's your normal spell save DC?
Great question.
25.
It is a 37. No, 14.
How did you know that?
I looked at it.
Oh, where is that on here?
Okay, it was a 14? Okay. And you're still like listening to the door as you hold your hand on it? How hard are you holding onto that door?
So what I would have done is, like, pressed my hand up against it gently, as to not make a
Go to
Yeah.
sound, and then like put some more force on it.
Okay. You hear an audible sigh from behind the door, and then you feel push against your hand. Not hard, but like as if someone's just trying to open it. And it pushes on your arm. Are you giving to go with it, or are you like holding it a little bit? Is there any resistance?
In the moment, I'll resist it.
Okay, you resist it. Are you resisting like to try and keep it closed, or are you just putting resistance on it?
I'll let it go a little bit, and then I'll do like that, and so Minor Illusion, it is a cantrip, and it doesn't require a verbal component, so I can cast it with just like a hand wave.
Yeah.
I'll cast another one, and I want to create the sound of barrels falling in front of the door.
Okay. What was your spell save DC?
14. It says the duration can be up to a minute. I create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it. If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's voice, anything. Any sound that you choose. The sound continues unabated throughout the duration, or you can make discrete sounds at different times before the spell ends. So I guess I wouldn't have had to cast it again. I could have just...
Yeah, you could have just done it.
It just says, if the creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against my spell save, which, would be a 14. So it's intelligence.
Okay. The sound of barrels starts crashing on the door. All of you just see this happening. And if any, y'all can do something too if you'd like to. But as this is happening, you hear a voice now on the other side of the door.
We're all at the other end of the room, though.
Oh yeah, you're all at the.
Like, I'm on the...
You're
same-
still up the stairs.
I'd
both
like
of
to
you.
maybe take cover or hide somewhere.
You start to take cover or hide? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll say you start rushing down the stairs like you're getting in position. This voice on the other end of the door says, What in the hell is it? Starts just trying to slam the door open. Make a strength check.
I was hoping it would just think that these barrels right next to the door would fall.
When I start seeing Flynn, like,
This fellow's fairly smarter, it seems, with that roll.
kind of be
an
nudged by the
asshole.
door.
You said a strength check
You need
or athletics?
Yeah, whichever one's higher. You need a 17 or higher.
Red or blue? Red.
Both.
Red for the red bear. Damn, forgot.
Yeah. Do I get your inspiration?
Can I give my inspiration?
No, not in this case.
That one.
Ooh.
That one. Okay.
Wait, you meant the other one?
This door is just flung open, and you thought you had a solid palm on it.
So weak.
This door slams into you, and you are thrown back onto your back, knocked prone, as you see a Redbrand rushing out with his sword drawn, like he was almost looking for someone on the ground first, but then sees you on the ground. That's where we're gonna stop for now. We're gonna pick this up next time.
What a cliffhanger?
Uh,
Flynn's about to die for sure.
Fuck no, I'm not. This piece of shit doesn't stand a chance.
All right, we made it to the underground manor.
So it seems.
Yeah.
We did it.
Also, you got drunk for the first time.
Yay! A lot of accomplishments.
Gotta hear your big boy voice.
Character development.
We got to meet a few more of the townsfolk too. You now know the town's master, and you got to meet Darren Edermuth, who is yet another person offering something in exchange for some work. And he ain't the last of them. There's a lot more
These are
stuff
some
going on
really
in this
lazy
town.
townspeople. Oh, you're here? Do some work for us.
Make this problem go away. Gold.
Yeah,
I've got a thing I'm gonna try when the beginning of next session.
All right, and you know what? Depending on them initiative rolls, you might even get the chance to do it for anything else. Because right when we start next time, it's a straight off the rip combat session. So we're going right to that initiative and throwing down.
Maybe.
Unless you have some really weird thing you can do.
I got a weird thing.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll see what that weird thing is in 2 weeks then. Any shout outs or anything I want to say before we get out of here?
Yes. We will not be here next weekend because of Thanksgiving week. So we won't have our Salt Marsh campaign next Friday. So we'll be off a weekend. And then next week we'll be back to figure out what the hell is going on here.
More Obelisk in 2 weeks. And last Wednesday was supposed to be our final Witchlight episode, but had to delay it because we were missing a player. We're not doing a final episode without all the players. We'll be meeting up this Wednesday to wrap that up, so check out the aftermath. And the episode of the big battle is already online on our YouTube channel, Cloak and Stagger Live. So check it out if you want to see what happened.
Yeah, you're already here.
Yeah, maybe
right
already here.
here.
Might
It's
as well,
probably-
it's probably like
It's like right here.
So it might be
one
on
of
the
these-
side right now.
Right here.
or
Yeah.
down below us.
I didn't even get a chance to do this.
You made a lot of
Yeah,
perception
you made a lot of
checks.
good.
You even
good
complained about
rolls.
them.
Yeah.
You had a whole giant skull there to remind you.
Yeah.
True.
I was looking at him like, oh, I'm going to use you.
It needs to be flashing.
I'm gonna use.
I'm gonna use you so good.
Oh no.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching another episode of Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. We hope to see you next time, and you have a good one. Take it easy.
Yay.
Bye. Yay. Yay.
Get drunk.